Well, hello everyone, and a pleasant, good Friday evening to you. We are live here from Randy Vegan Field here in Central Valley, in between the towns of Buxton and Reynolds, as it is the season opening contest for the Hillsborough Central Valley Boroughs. Okay.
Mic check. Okay.
Well, hello everyone, and a pleasant, good Friday evening to you. We are here live on yourliveevent.com, as it is the season opening contest for the boroughs of Hillsborough Central Valley. The defending Class 2A state champions, winners of two of the last three state championships in both Class A and Class 2A, kicking off their 2020 season. They will go up against the Spoilers of Grafton High School. The Spoilers 1-0. A victory last Friday night against Oak Grove to start their season 1-0. So glad you could join us here on yourliveevent.com as we kick off the 2020 high school sports season. We're playing here in the state of North Dakota, and we're glad you could join us live, local, and free here on yourliveevent.com. Brady Seals and Jim Berkmeyer are joining you here on the call. Take another quick break, and then we'll have our Irie Insurance pregame show kicks off right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsborough Drug is open to fill your prescriptions and to purchase over-the-counter supplies for good health. Come to Hillsborough Drug. They're open for business with regular store hours. Hillsborough Drug provides in-town delivery and mail services. When coming to Hillsborough Drug, while it's not mandatory, customers are encouraged to wear masks during this time. To their valued customers, they say thank you and welcome new prescriptions and customers to Hillsborough Drug and Give.
Valley General Store in Halstead is now open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. They welcome you to stop in, get all your hardware items, groceries, and more. Now in the new store with more inventory. Valley General Store in Halstead. Come and shop for your fresh produce and grocery items. Valley General Store, now with groceries in Halstead.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, our Irie Insurance pregame show. The best service, the best coverage, the best value. Visit them online, Irie.
To help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Elbert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
You're tuned in to yourliveevent.com. We thank you for watching for our broadcast of North Dakota 9-man football tonight. We also have another broadcast tonight on our live event channel. You can also see the defending Class 2A champions from a year ago, Hillsborough Central Valley, as they take on Grafton. That game in Buxton for the season opener there for HCV. I believe Grafton last week played Oak Grove in their season opener. They're getting the W. Meanwhile, it's game number 2 for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page and Larimore. Spartans picked up a win at home last week. They come on the road to take on Larimore, who lost at home last week. Looks to get the win at home here tonight as the two teams matched up. Last year, the matchup between the two went the way of Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. It was a 44-8 win for the Spartans over the Polar Bears last year. Let's get some information on how tonight might play out, talking some keys to the game as we bring Kevin Kochman back in. And Kevin, you were talking with both coaches. You've watched a little bit of the warm-up here. What are we looking for keys here tonight?
Well, you and I both kind of just mentioned about the type of formations offensively that the Larimore Polar Bears were going through, and they're going to have some misdirection. They're going to have some very quick movement, and they're going to have some motion. So that's something that the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans are going to have to really focus on is watching that motion and how quick and how good the fakes are provided. And you talk about the quarterback there, Eric Hoffman, and just seeing what he's going to be doing here for the Polar Bears. We'll see as far as how that lines up. Now for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, Jake, coach said that they watched film 10, 12, 13, 14 times this week on Larimore. That means that they were going to be well aware of that motion and of that style of offense that the Polar Bears are going to bring. So we saw last week a very physical Spartans team. They're not afraid of contact. And if Jacobson, that's of course Blake Jacobson, if he shows up at a little bit more healthy, last week he showed some dings and dents here as he's coming back from that knee injury. If he can play at a high level of intensity, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see some of those early kind of signs of physicality from both teams. I think we looked across the way from what we saw last week. Hankinson brought a lot of physicality, a lot of athleticism with them to the football field. I think Larimore is going to have to really dig deep on that aspect, and we'll see how they can provide some physical play against Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. But the Spartans look focused, they look ready to roll, and you know what? Larimore is excited to defend home turf, so we should have a lot of fun here tonight. Do anticipate Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page to come out here tonight and maybe be the aggressor, but we shall see when the ball's in the air.
Well, we certainly shall. One more thing, Kevin, I'm going to add to that.
Yeah.
We saw last week a lot of procedural mistakes.
Yes.
Who can avoid the penalties here tonight? The false starts, holding, stuff like that. I think that's going to play a factor in tonight's ball game as well.
Absolutely, yeah. But we're excited. A lot of fans here tonight that have made their way. They're distanced around the field, and I'm ready for kickoff.
And we appreciate those fans that are watching on our yourliveevent.com and on the YouTube page. We thank you for being with us here tonight. We'll be up with your opening kickoff when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
On the lot at Norman County Implement, new equipment and new trades. Let's talk about this new lineup at Norman County Implement. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, 30-inch tracks, 6 remotes, save $80,000 due to versatile restrictions. I cannot tell you the selling price, but I can tell you you're going to save $80,000 on this 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570 at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk with Chuck O'Neill and get the details.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises. Have you been thinking about upgrading your planter? Take advantage of up to 10% cash discounts on all precision planting equipment through August 31st. Rebates of up to $200 per row with Delta Force V-Drive and Speed Tube are also available with cash discounts or our financing option. Now is the time to upgrade your planter at the lowest pricing of the season. Stop by for a visit. RDK Enterprises, now open in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. PlanterDoc.com.
The Larimore Polar Bears hosting the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans tonight. On yourliveevent.com, we bring you this presentation of North Dakota 9-man football. The independent Polar Bears, the Region 1 Spartans. Let's get your starting lineups. Will be Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page electing to receive after they won the toss. They will go on the offensive line, the 5'9 senior, number 55, Andrew Corey. 5'9 junior, number 52, Hayden Hushka, and the 5'11 senior, number 90, William Erickson. At the ends, number 10, Trevor Thompson, the 5'11 junior, and 6' senior, Dalton Stein, number 14, with Koenig working into that rotation as well. Your wingback will be number 13, Zyler Carlson, the 5'9 sophomore. Number 28, the 6'1 junior, Blake Jacobson. In the backfield, it's tailback, Cody Reamer, the 5'8 junior. And wearing number 21 is your fullback. And your quarterback is number 3, Owen Zerfis for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartan football. Their head coach, Larry Fontaine. Defensively, for the Larimore Polar Bears, they will have number 55, William Stover, the 5'10 sophomore. Young team with a lot of sophomores here, including number 54, Lane McCoy on that defensive line. Will be the senior, number 13, Ty Stromberg, along with junior, number 20, Levi Murphy. Sophomore, number 18, Eric Hoffman, and for 31, the sophomore, Jacob Warnke. In the linebacking core there with Ryan Sletton, the 6'3 senior, wearing number 16. The sophomore, number 30, Coulter Thorsell. And it will be number 2, Colton Moan in the defensive backfield as well, the junior defensive back, to round out the starting defense for Larimore, as the Polar Bears, their head coach, Cal Triplett, get ready to host the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. We're excited to bring you this broadcast as well.
Hey, Jake, tonight is for Larimore, and this is something we're seeing at other sites too, but there are senior night recognitions happening early in the season because, as we reminded last week,
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro.
No guarantees this season, so some of these schools are participating in getting senior night out of the way, and that's what Larimore is doing tonight. Now, their 3 seniors, Ty Stromberg, Ryan Sletton, and Isaac Islas. Now, Isaac Islas, he is not here tonight, Jake. Isaac Islas, number 81 on the roster sheet, not here tonight. He's finishing up his basic training. So a salute to Isaac Islas, as he is not with his fellow seniors here tonight to kick off in Larimore, as he's wrapping up basic training.
Well, certainly, if you have a reason to miss a game or some time, that's up there near the top of that. So here, as Larimore will be out to receive here, I spoke there, read the wrong there. Larimore will be out
Right.
first here with the offense there with Stover, McCoy, Ness, Stromberg on the offensive line. Sletton and Murphy as your ends and wings. Moan, Thorsell, Hoffman, your skill position players there, with Hoffman as the quarterback for the Polar Bears. But right now, back to receive. Moan will be back there along with
Ryan Sletton.
Sletton there on the other return man. Hushka's got it teed up to go off, and our opening kick is off and underway. Pooch kick picked up, bobbled now on the ground, and falling on top of it at the 38-yard line. There was Zane Ness able to get on top of it, and that is where Larimore will start their first drive.
Yeah, Polar Bears going to be moving, as you see it, towards the north end zone, so from right to left on yourliveevent.com. Glad to be with you from the home of the Polar Bears here tonight in Larimore, just underway. And again, I don't know if we've addressed the score clock issue, but we had some chords and things of that nature, some of the technical side. So we'll be providing the score clock information to you over the airwaves and over the video. We do not have that on the bug underneath here.
Yeah, we'll still have the score. We just don't have the clock for you.
Gotcha.
So we'll do as best we can to update you. Here again, the sun setting behind you as you watch with the camera angle as the Polar Bears go to the left with Hoffman in the shotgun set. Wing back and running back to it, and a receiver all to the right, looking to air it out on the first play, going deep down the right sideline. It is incomplete, and a flag comes down. That time, intended receiver was Ryan Sletton, split out wide to the right. Hoffman aired it out. Not a lot of separation. Flags come out, and this is going to be on the defense.
Yeah, it will be. Jack Thompson was on the coverage, Jake, and he put his arms up in the air, but he was not at all looking for the football, and they made contact. So that's one of those scenarios. It was a little bit underthrown football, but at the same time, a good thrown football. Had the distance, just slightly underthrown for the speed of Hoffman down the sidelines. And so what ends up being is pass interference on Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Will move the football, and for the Larimore Polar Bears, positivity on the first play from scrimmage, but a nice aggressive play to start the season at home for the 0-1 Polar Bears.
Yeah, well, you like to see that aggressive mindset go and air it out. Now they come out, bring it in tight with a wing and an offset fullback to the left side. Shotgun formation for Hoffman, running back Moan to his right. They're going to give it to Moan on the inside handoff. He's hit in the backfield, scoots away, gets across the 45 and down to the 44. There's he picks up 4 yards on his first carry of the game.
Dalton Stein getting both arms wrapped around the ball carrier Moen, and as you can see, a rather quick moving and tight-knit offensive set by the Larimore Polar Bears, so that makes it difficult for the defense to maybe ascertain who's got the football. So carrying out fakes, those are all keys here, and you're going to be able to see that on yourliveevent.com.
Tight again with 2 tight ends, one each side, wing back, offset, fullback, left side, shotgun set, give to Moan again on the inside scamper. He follows his left guard there, number 54, Lane McCoy, and he'll pick up another 3 yards, bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Larimore.
Senior lineman Will Erickson in on the stop that time for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. In there for the Spartans making this tackle. 10:50 to play in this first quarter. No score, and a 3rd down and mid-distance here. 3rd and 4 upcoming. 3rd and 5 now for the Polar Bears.
There with the center, Zane Ness, ready to shotgun snap it back now to the quarterback. Eric Hoffman sent a man in motion, setting up a pitch play in the backfield and making the stop, knifing in from the defensive position. Cody Reamer came in all the way and never even got a chance to maybe set up a pitch play. It's a loss back to the 45. Loss of 3 on the play that time for Hoffman.
Came slicing in, Jake, just like a Jinsu. Got in there nice. It was extra sharp. Took a great angle and made a nice tackle in the backfield. And that's a huge play on this drive, trying to stop the momentum that Larimore was starting to build. And with 10:10 to play in this first quarter, Polar Bears a 4th down.
4th and 7. Hoffman is the punter that we saw in warm-ups as he's in the shotgun set. Wing back, offset fullback to his right. He's back to pass off the play action, being pressured as he throws, trying to get a man deep and overthrows his intended receiver, Sletton, as he had everyone in his face, led there by Landon Koenig to force that pass. Incomplete on the pass, and 9:54 to go in this first quarter. It's a turnover on downs for Larimore.
Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page bringing a lot of pressure, something we saw last week against Hankinson too. They can pin it back, Jake. A lot of great athletes in their front 3, front 5 players. And now Spartan football, and they're going to have pretty good field position near midfield. And I'd like to see their aggressive nature show up here on this first play from scrimmage.
And they will send out wide receiver. Zyler Carlson will be wide right, I formation, tight ends on each side. Carlson goes in formation. There's Zerfus. He's going to air it out down the field, looking for Stein, and overthrows his intended receiver. That time as Stein had the big 41-yard touchdown catch last week, but overthrowing Dalton this time, an incomplete pass, 2nd down.
Zerfus just got a little too much underneath at that time, but a good target in Stein after that receiving touchdown a week ago, as you mentioned, as we see a shuffling here with Landon Koenig checking in, exiting the ball game. Trevor Thompson on a quick rotational substitution for the Spartans.
2nd and 10, I formation. Carlson wing back close to the line of scrimmage on the left side. Play action, rolling out to his left, looking, going back down the field. Carlson crossing the field, catches it at the 30, to the 25, 20, free for the touchdown, 10-5, and in for the score. Zyler Carlson lines up on the left side, goes across the formation, catches it on the right 30, and in for the touchdown. And Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page strikes first.
Yeah, and Zerfus that time, Jake, got back into the pocket and had all kinds of time, had his feet set, just spent the time there to look things over and survey the field, and, of course, showing some shines there. Basically in the same spot that the previous pass had been thrown there to Dalton Stein. They find Zyler Carlson, hit him in stride, and just had to outrun one Polar Bear defender into the end zone. Spartans strike first on their 2nd play from scrimmage.
2nd play, 14 seconds. There as they get in for the 52-yard touchdown pass. Now going for 2, split backs in the backfield. Oh, the wishbone set. They'll pitch it to Jacobson. He's hit. He's powering forward, keeps the feet moving, and he's in for the 2-point score. And just like that, on your Steel Seed Chad Ellibert scoreboard, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page strikes first off a 52-yard touchdown pass. Zerfus to Carlson, and they lead after the 2-point conversion 8-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
52-yard scoring strike spanning all of 14 seconds for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. After Jacobson run it in good. It's 8-0 as they look to kick things off. Larimore sends back again their two returners in Moan and Sledden. Bush has got it set up for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Here comes the kick off the right foot. Low line driver bounces at the 25, picked up on the run by Moan. He comes up left side, and then he's wrapped up in on the play. Trevor Thompson in there. Also, Cody Reamer helped bring the ball carrier down, and Larimore starts this drive in virtually the same place they did their last drive. Instead of the 38, they're at the 37.
Touching on one injury situation last week for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, Blake Jacobson coming off that knee injury and surgery in the offseason. Last week, Jake, we saw him, his right knee, which was the surgically repaired knee, he's got a brace, and he had that thing double, triple, quadruple taped. It was a big, bulky right knee. It's not as bulky. You can see directly now on it. He's just got the brace, and it's open and clean there. So he got up, and it was much more physical on that two-point conversion run, plus came off the sideline, watched him walk off, and just to the aggressive look at him, he seems like he's a little bit more joined up here for tonight.
Well, he's at that left defensive end spot, picked up a couple sacks last week, won't on this play. Flag comes out, delay a game on the offense, and that's not a penalty anyone coach wants to see on the first play of a drive. Mark it back 5 yards, and now it's first 15.
It was taking a long time. Noticed that. Don't have a clock on myself, but yes, paying attention there. And we were talking about Jacobson. He is on the high side of the screen here, so the top of the screen, that outside end position, and just watch the physical nature, because last week, he was a little bit tentative coming off injury, but tonight looks a little bit more ready to go.
9:33 to go in this first quarter. Larimore sends Moan in motion. It's a quarterback power, and back in the backfield, it's Reamer. Cody Reamer again, a big tackle for loss on the quarterback Hoffman. Drags him back down, and it's going to be second, and we're a long way to go.
Yeah, Reamer is bringing it here tonight, Jake. He's been in on most of the plays, whether it's special teams or here defensively. He's just bringing the physicality, and he's really excited to play. You can see him jumping around after that tackle in the backfield. So definitely pushing him back here. So the Polar Bears are deep. Second down at about 19 here. 9 minutes to play in this first quarter, trailing 8-0.
Going to put a wing back on the left side, offset fullback that way as well. It's Hoffman in the shotgun set, Moan to his right. Going to hand it off to Moan on the inside handoff. He ducks inside of a would-be tackler, and he does get forward for a couple positive yards, but we are now a third down and 18 for Larimore.
Dalton Stein making the stop, one of the Spartans in on the play. How many times, Jake, have we seen a high school football game where, you get a little bit different formation like Larimore coming out the way that they are with their offensive set, and a defense just needs a couple of plays, just need to see it. You need to, actually from film to then seeing it in person, they all of a sudden start getting it, right? And they're able to anticipate a little bit more, seeing it in real time. So something that the Spartans are obviously doing here on this second drive.
And offensively, seeing how the defense plays you and then adjusting to that as well. Always the game within a game. Again, running that quarterback pitch outside, but the high snap, Hoffman had to make sure he gathered it, and a host of white jerseys in there. Looked like Hushka, one of the first guys in at the bottom of the pile. Again, a loss on the play, another loss of 4 yards. Bringing up fourth down.
Reamer also coming off the tackle and also coming out the field because he lost a shoe, Jake. We got to get those shoes double tied, double knotted, the rabbit ears around the stick and everything, the whole bit.
Hoffman will be standing at his 14 here to punt. 7:35 to go in this first quarter. Snap is back. Good snap. Good right-footed kick is off. Angles toward the sideline. It will get a bounce. No bounce, and actually rolls back a yard towards the 50. It will be at the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page 48-yard line is where they will start this drive here with 7:24 to go in quarter number one.
We've got a northerly wind here, northwesterly wind, and that punt was going into the wind, and then it just stopped, And he talked about how thick the turf surface is here, the natural grass. It is very thick in the field of play, and so from that standpoint, ball end-over-end kick just kind of stuck in there like a well-struck sand wedge, Jake, into a soft green.
Same spot that Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page started their first drive, picked up the big touchdown play. Now they'll come out, send Zyler Carlson wide right. He comes in motion, flat motion. They're going to hand off to the second man through. Blake Jacobson runs through a tackle, and he's brought down across the 50 to the 40-yard line. Gain of 12 on the first rush of the game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and their first down.
Yeah, it was a huge run by Jacobson. He didn't care. He didn't want to ditch anybody, Jake. He just wanted to go right through somebody. And, Lane McCoy kind of lassoed him down there and brought him down, and McCoy also popped up and gave him a little woo too, and so neither guy's shying away from contact here in this first quarter.
Jacobson comes out, gets a breather, so it'll be Carlson in the backfield along with Reamer. Bring in Koenig. He's at the end on the left side. Send Trevor Thompson out wide left. Under center will be Owen Zerfus. Split backs behind him. He barks out the signals. Terrence gives it off to Reamer. He's hit at the 40, drags the defender half a yard, falls forward for another half a yard. Gain of 1 on the play for Cody Reamer.
Not much doing that time. Cody just pushing off that right side and in on this stop that time for the Larimore Polar Bears. 55, William Stover, the sophomore. Getting 3 seniors on the Polar Bear roster, 2 suited up here for tonight's game.
Yeah, 18 on the roster, 2 not playing tonight, so 16 guys, and a lot of sophomores, big sophomore class, including in the starting defense. You got 5 sophomores as starters. We I formation. Thompson comes from a wing inside. He's at an end spot. Back to pass. Looking. Double move from Koenig on the left side. Instead, Zerfus is going to roll out. Flake comes in the backfield. As Zerfus makes one man miss. Tiptoeing along the short sideline and jumps forward. We'll see there. Looks like holding the backfield. That is. So wipe off the play. Would have been enough for a first down. But instead, it's going to go back and be a second and be about a 25 based on where the flag is.
Yeah, it's from the spot, right? And he was in the backfield. He was behind the line of scrimmage, so going to be pushed back even further that way. So otherwise, Zerfus, didn't have anywhere to throw. Credit the coverage downfield by the Polar Bears defensive backs. They were in the right place covering the receivers, and Zerfus took off. He made a good play, but aided by that holding penalty.
Well, and on that far side, too, saw Landon Koenig, the 6'5" tight end, running out and up. Looked like he had space, but crashing in on that right side of the defense as well was Hoffman there that forced Zerfus to roll out. So good pressure there, helping that coverage in the backfield as well.
Absolutely, and it's coverage sacks that way. Those are all things, right? And in this case, it was that plus aiding with the penalty bringing back the Spartans.
2nd and 25. Ball's marked at the 45. They need to cross the 50, get down to the 30 for a first down. Zerfus will be under center, has a wing back to the right side as Brooks Braun checks in for the first time on offense here today. Carlson and Reamer will be split in the backfield. Zerfus back to pass. He's got time. Set up a screen left side to Carlson. Instead, he's looking deep. He's running. He throws as he's hit and coming in and intercepted by Larimore. Intercepted. Jacob Warnke making the play as he picks it off and falls out of bounds at the Larimore 39-yard line. The interception and the turnover for the Polar Bears.
I think it might be coming back, though, here. We're going to see. I think there was, going to be, check that. It's going to be on the Spartans. Legal man downfield.
So 5:46 to go in this first quarter. The interception gives Larimore some energy. And we'll see what they can do now as they take over. Again, they've had it on the 38 or the 37, and now the 39. Start the drive. We'll see what they can do on this one after they turn it over on downs and punted on their first 2 possessions.
The second turnover of the season for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, if I'm not mistaken. Last week, Hankinson had an interception return for a touchdown off of the Spartan second team. So 5:46 remains here in this first quarter. 8-0 Spartans. It's Polar Bear football.
They'll send Sletton out wide to the right side. Shotgun set. The offset fullback position, wingback here is Stromberg. The right side. Back to pass. Hoffman looking, and we're going to air it out down the right side. Looking for Sletton again. Jump ball and is in and out of the hands. Looking to reposition, went airborne. Little contact that time. No flags come out. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, no need to throw a flag there. They were both jostling for the position. It was another well-thrown football, the jump ball, and they've got a nice connection there with Ryan Sletton, 6'3", quarterback Eric Hoffman. Got a nice target to throw, and again, good battle for the football, just unable to come up with it. So for the Polar Bears, they're trying to get a little firework action here. It just hasn't hit yet.
Again, Sletton will be wide right, top of your screen as you watch it on yourliveevent.com. Quarterback power. Hoffman will take it. Tries to bounce it. But ball comes out. Ball comes out at the 40, and it looks like Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page there's a wrestling for it, and who's going to get it? Waiting for the official signal. Hearing cheers from the Spartan sideline, and it is Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page football.
Dalton Stein picking up the football and picking it up for the bottom of the
Jace Lushik.
Yeah, Lushik had the opportunity at the interception on a deflection from Preston. Preston, the safety back there, came up and put a hit on and they were able to break that ball into the air. And Lushik was the closest to it, had it in his hands, but couldn't able to just find the grip on that spinning football.
So 2nd down and 10 for Grafton, scoreless here in the first quarter. Monorovich, the give is to Rios. Breaks a tackle, keeps the feet moving at midfield. It's a gain of 2.
Devin Johnson, the first Borough defender to get a hand on him, a couple of arms, then brought down. I believe it was Leshik on the tackle there for Hillsborough Central Valley. Johnson comes off, and we have Willison at the line of scrimmage along with, looks like Aaron Johnson. Also there is Dylan By.
3rd down and 8 at midfield. Monorovich under center. Looking to pass. Sets. And he's sacked in the backfield.
Yeah, good pressure. Aaron Johnson comes from the outside. Willison with a bit of a push on the inside. Well read, well defended, well played, physical play by Johnson on the first sack of the season.
That'll bring up 4th down and 12 as the Spoilers again back to punt for the 2nd time tonight. Alex Ibanez back in punt formation.
Preston back to receive the anticipated punt.
Punt is away as Preston will let it bounce at the 25. He'll take it at the 20, angles to the left side and falls down at the 28-yard line where the Burros will start from there.
Minute 36 to play in the first quarter. No score here tonight. Season opener for Hillsborough Central Valley at Randy Vegan Field. The Central Valley School in the background here behind us to the west. And beautiful night. A little bit of a breeze as you see up in the trees. Pristine grass, green grass, well painted, aligned field, and fabulous to be here tonight. Thanks for joining us with yourliveevent.com.
Absolutely. Randy Vegan Field, always an exceptional place to play. One of our, we never minded it when we had to travel up to Central Valley to play a home game as Fake the Jets.
2-point conversion now from the
pretty much
13.
from the Grand. Yeah, it looks like from the Grand Forks Air Force Base is where they're going to be set up here for the 2-point conversion.
Well, we'll see if they can take off then.
Right by the Larimore Dam is where it's at.
Yeah, the 4th penalty already for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and that's totaling 35 yards.
It's all the way back to Highway 2.
I formation, split man to the right side. Take the pitch. Zerfus rolls to his right, looking to throw it. He's going to look to run it. Down the sideline, runs in, and he gets in! Tiptoes on the right sideline, and Owen Zerfus gets in for the 2-point conversion. And Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads on your Steel Seed Chad Elbert scoreboard, 16-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Well, the second 14-second drive of the game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. This time Owen Zerfus finds Landon Koenig for 40 yards. He's 2 for 4 passing, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. And we're still got 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads over Larimore 16-0. Anushka has it teed up for the Spartans. Back deep to return for the Polar Bears. Got Colton Moan, Ryan Sletton. As the kick doesn't leave the ground, it's picked up by the up back at the 30-yard line, looking to work his way up to the left side. Thorsell has it, and he's brought across the 35 to the 36. And that is where Larimore will start drive for the game. So far, a turnover on downs, a punt, and a fumble in their first 3 drives.
Well, we'll see what Larimore can do. They've tried a couple of big bomb passes. They've come up empty. See if they can't get some offense running here with 5:12 to play first quarter. It's been the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans show thus far, leading 16-0, and they've done and kind of gone through the penalties and other things that have been some hurdles for them to overcome thus far.
Shotgun set for Hoffman. He'll take it. He'll give it off to Moen, running to the right side, and he's tripped up right away. Does get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll move there and see who comes up on the bottom of the pile. That was Carlson getting credit for the tackle.
That's correct, yes.
Looking here at the score sheet already.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in trouble. This is already the 7th different drive of the game, and we're not even 7 minutes into the game.
Things like that happen sometimes, though.
Good thing I have the notebook with me. Polar Bears come back up to the line of scrimmage. Hoffman in the shotgun set. Moen, the running back, to his left side. A wing-back, fullback combo to the right side. Moen goes in motion around behind Hoffman, and the flags come out from everywhere. Andre hits the field, and, well, we were talked about it and mentioned it in the pregame. Some of the penalties, we're still having them. That's the 6th time, the 7th time, actually, the officials have thrown the flag. The one got picked up.
Well, the penalties are equal opportunity, Jake. We're seeing it on both sides. So from that standpoint, both teams got a few things to work out here as both schools got back into session. I know when we rolled into town today into Larimore, the school buses were just letting out of class. So everybody back into school, so new routines, those type of things. But you hope that you can get some of these procedures cleaned up.
Larimore again with the tight formation. Wing back, full back on the right side of the line. Shotgun set. Hoffman back to pass. Being rushed. Thompson throws pressure down. Sletton. There's the defender, falls down. Stein got tripped up. Still had Jack Thompson in coverage, though, but Sletton could not catch the ball as it falls incomplete. They're 0 of 3 passing now for Eric Hoffman, the 5'10" sophomore quarterback.
Hoffman kind of more of a line on that one rather than a floater pass, but he had a really good throw. Just ever so slightly overthrows Sletton, otherwise would have caught him in stride. And I talk about procedure penalties. Both teams having to go through so many other procedures that are not related to football. That's understandable, Jake, that they commit a couple of penalties. They got to worry about all the other things like social distancing.
Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page puts 5 on the defensive line as they bring the pressure and brought down in the backfield. He briefly looked like he might get away, but then as Owen Zerfus was there to grab him around the ankles, Trevor Thompson came in, cleaned him up. Loss on the play from Owen brings up 4th down and a punting situation.
Well, they came and they brought the wood, and you talk about that adjustment, right, made by the defense here, is must have seen something in the play calling scheme, but they decided to come in and bring extra pressure, and they hit hard that time. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page made the right decision defensively with that alignment.
Tyler Carlson back deep to receive this punt from Hoffman. He'll await the snap back. Low snap, picked up off the turf. High punt. Carlson backpedals. Lets it bounce inside the 40 down to the 31-yard line. And that is where Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will start this drive. 3:14 to go, first quarter. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans lead on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard, 16-0.
And Larimore still looking for their first point scored this season. They fell last week 46-0 at Cavalier. Both teams in that contest with the same color scheme too, Jake, with the orange, white, and black. As you see the all orange uniforms here by Larimore. I love the look, and I love the helmet. I like the Polar Bear logo. It's real classic on the helmets here too of the Larimore Polar Bears.
Yeah, got that nice paw on the floor there.
Yeah, absolutely. Number of Polar Bear sightings in town today too.
We have a timeout called on the field. Late substitutions coming out for Larimore. They take the timeout. First timeout of the game so far. We'll be back after this timeout on yourliveevent.com.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
16-0, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading over Larimore with 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. So far, 4 drives for Larimore, turned over on downs, 2 punts, and a fumble. For Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, there was an interception that was sandwiched between 2 touchdown passes, one of 52, one of 40. One surface to Zyler Carlson and Landon Koenig. Those at scores. That's how we get to 16-0. Now Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page starts drive number 4 to extend the lead. Surface will hand off, inside handoff to Zyler Carlson as he takes the turn around the end around and able to get across the 40 to the 41-yard line, picking up 6 yards in his first carry.
Tackle made by Ty Stromberg, who's a 6 foot, 160-pound senior, one of the 3 seniors on the Polar Bear roster. He's able to stay home and bring down Zyler Carlson on the tackle there as 2:50 remains in this first quarter. Polar Bears defending here as, again, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page is moving from left to right.
And on that offensive line there with Andrew Corey, Hayden Hushka, William Erickson, ends of Trevor Thompson, Dalton Stein. They're going to send Zyler Carlson out wide to the left side. It will be Dylan Reamer coming in to dot the I in the backfield behind Cody Reamer. Run the pitch to him to the outside. He's brought down in the backfield. Good edge contain that time from the outside linebacker, Eric Hoffman. Gets in there, brings down Dylan Reamer, and no gain.
Yeah, he just read that well and got out there right in front of the lead blocker, and nice job by Hoffman to make the stop. And you mentioned for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, William Erickson. It's Will, don't call him Bill. I'm not going to forget in week 2.
I'm not going to mess with him. Big
oh,
guy.
Yeah.
So 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Now for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Power I formation. Give it to the 3rd man through. Carlson, he's got 2 blockers in front of him, but he's drugged down from behind. Ty Stromberg. Strong on that play to bring him down. Brings up a 4th down, but a manageable 4th down after the 2nd down play went backwards.
I would expect the Spartans to go for it here, and Stromberg doing just what he needed to do to bring down the ball carrier. So a nice tackle made by Stromberg and the Larimore Polar Bears. But yeah, with 1:27 to go and first quarter action, Spartans really no need to lean back and punt. In fact, Jake, I don't know if they punted. I don't recall them punting once last week.
They did not punt last week at all. Talk about that after this play with the I formation. Carlson, the wing back to the right side. Here as they look to work it inside on the inside give. And Zerfus breaks 3! Zerfus free, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown run. Going 58 yards. Owen Zerfus, he's got 7 touchdowns through 5 quarters, not even 5 quarters of the season, with 55 seconds to go in this first quarter here tonight.
Kind of got shot out of a cannon right there, and that happens, Jake, when you think you got somebody bottled up and then there's nobody back behind you and contain. And, well, taking advantage of that as an extreme athlete there in Mr. Owen Zerfus, finding his way to the end zone on a 4th down and a short quarterback keeper that it outperformed the expectations for sure.
Just the quick hitter and slip outside. So 58 yards for Owen Zerfus. And 2-point conversion now, I formation. Zerfus will fake the give. He'll roll the right, looks back to the middle, and in and out of the hands of the tight end Koenig, knocked away that time by one of the Polar Bears.
Hey, Zerfus took a big hit there too, Jake. He hung in the pocket and took a big hit on that pass over the middle. So, Larimore's not afraid to pin it back a little bit too. They were after it with an aggressive play, and kudos to Larimore time on that possession.
And that will bring us now here to 55 seconds left in the first quarter. And on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard, it is Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading 22-0. Keep it here before the kickoff here.
Official stats did confirm too, Jake. No punts last week. You were spot on. So I'm glad we've got our official stats on the sidelines to help us kind of stay in line.
Hey, I'm not worried about me staying in line. It's you down there on the sidelines staying in line. And
I'm behind the box? Are you worried about me getting on the field or what?
No, because I know your rotator cuff isn't very good.
No, I'm still rehabbing a little bit, you know.
Yep. Between the rotator cuff and the ankle injuries and everything else.
I got to be careful. I haven't taped my ankle since high school. It's just one of those things, 15 years.
So Hayden Hushka has it teed up for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, ready to kick this off here to Larimore. And Moan and Sletton back deep to receive as the kick again, another squibber rolling near the sideline, and Larimore going to watch it, bounce out of bounds.
Flag!
And the illegal procedure on the kickoff out of bounds here will give Larimore the ball with nice field position.
Well, this golden hour sunset here in Larimore, I'm seeing those flags come flying, and it was a picturesque toss by one of the Valley Officials Association officials here tonight.
And, well, Larimore having a discussion here whether they want to take it or whether they want to re-kick.
Well, if they've seen film on Hushka, I don't know if he does kick it any higher than ankle high. You know, I don't know if that's in his don't know if that's in his plans or not.
Yeah, so far it's either been those little on-ground squibbers or a little in-the-air pooch kick.
Well, that was, and see there, he had like a maybe 2 or 3 foot, you know, kind of lead off the ground there, and just kind of a laser. They're going to accept it. Put the ball at the, 40-yard line?
No, they're going to put it at the 37-yard line.
Okay, so they'll take it at the spot.
So at the 37 of Larimore is where Larimore starts this drive. 55 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. To the line of scrimmage, Hoffman sends the wing, the fullback, and the running back to his right in that shotgun set. Going to give it off to Moan. Moan looking to work his way to the outside. Gets outside, but wrapped up around the ankles that time. Dalton Stein keeps him from accelerating around the corner. Does pick up yardage up to the 40-yard line, gain of 3 for Colton Moan.
Man, any yardage positive right now. Just want to take those small gains, hearing from Coach Cal Triplett in the pregame show conversation too. Just talking about the small things. You know, get those, keep drives alive, develop as this game goes along. You're trailing 22-0 after the first. You got to find those little things to keep things moving and get some positivity, and just a short gain there will do that.
Second down. Need to get up to the 47-yard line. Same formation. 3 backs to the right side. Quarterback power. Hoffman takes it. He's hit in the backfield. And there with the numbers away from me, maybe you can
Dalton
see
Stein, Jake. He was the first guy in there as the siren. Listen to the siren. Did you hear that?
I just thought that was you doing your sound effects.
Wee, 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 wee. End of the first quarter.
End of quarter number 1. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads on your Steel Sea Chad Albert scoreboard. 22-0 over Larimore on yourliveevent.com.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Finley Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Finley Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Finley or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at finleymotors.com.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
First quarter in the books as Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads Larimore 22-0. Big plays the story of the first quarter. Touchdown pass and the touchdown run for Owen Zerfus. Both teams with just 1 first down apiece. On third down, Larimore looking for one as they run the snap back to Hoffman. Hoffman going to go the quarterback end around. Flags come in from the backfield. He's brought down for negative yardage as is, losing a yard. But we'll see here if Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page wants to pin him back real deep with a flag or if they're going to decline it.
Well, we'll find out here is what another picturesque night for high school football. The sun's starting to set. I found a spot on the field here, too, where I can, not just stare directly into the sun. So that's kind of neat. But what a great night for football here as we do get a penalty declined here by the Spartans, I should say, the penalty on the Polar Bears. So declining the penalty, it'll be third down, I do believe, Jake.
We were talking about the first downs here, or I was anyway.
Yeah.
Last week against Hankinson, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page just allowed 3 first downs in the game, and so far they've only allowed 1 here today, and that was on a penalty. Here's a 4th down punting situation. Hoffman back to punt, Carlson back to return for the Spartans. Snap back, punt here, nearly got it blocked. Here as it's up, it's high. It will take a bit of a Larimore bounce of a couple extra yards down to the 33-yard line.
Another flag coming in from the top of the screen here, so we're going to see what this is about. This is on the back side of the play.
Yeah, on about the 45-yard line. So in that area, you're looking most likely at a holding or a block in the back. Officials get together in the air, so punt is already off.
Right.
It will just mark back Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page then, depending on what the penalty actually is.
Yeah, we're going to see. The white hat's going to tell us. If you zoom right on in on this here, we're going to get an idea. They picked up the flag, and they're telling it going to have it on the receiving team, Jake.
Yeah, he was looking down, missed the sign there.
Going to be a personal foul. Blindside block.
Blindside, okay.
Yes, that's what we've got. We've got the blindside block in effect this time. So, yeah, something that's not necessary. Coach Fontaine not going to be pleased with that.
No, so mark it back to the 19-yard line here with 11:28 to go in this first half. Second quarter, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page takes over. And they have it ball on their own 19-yard line.
A quick update here on the position. I'll talk about it after the play.
Ball's loose on the ground and then just picked up by Cody Reamer. Now he's just trying to make a play. He's going to spin out and, well, from a ball just laying on the turf to a loss of 3. Neither result one you want, but they'll take the better of the two. Loss of 3 there for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
Well, injury here is, I'm looking at him on the sidelines, Blake Jacobson, number 28, talking about his knee injuries previously, and now right now he is getting a sling put on, Jake, his left arm. Looking to see what that's all about.
Yeah, he had that 2-point conversion run, then had that nice, powerful 12-yard run for a first down. After that, he came out, has not returned to the ball game.
He is not going to be returning, it looks like. Jersey off, top jersey off, and again, sling on the left arm.
High formation, Braun the fullback, Carlson the deep back. They'll give it to Zyler Carlson as he breaks through at the line and gets ahead to the 22, 23. No, 22 is where they mark him.
Tackle made by Stromberg again for Larimore. Polar Bears, Jake, you try to capitalize on anything you can, right? And on the first play of this drive, with the Spartans putting it on the carpet, you know, Larimore's all of a sudden pinning the ears back here. They're feeling a little bit of blood in the water going after it here. 3rd and 8, 10-15 and counting here in this second quarter. 22 rip in favor of Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, but Polar Bears trying to capitalize on anything they can, and they're trying to keep the Spartans, force the Spartans into their first punting situation of the season.
Yeah, get a stop and try and get good field position. Owen Zerfus under center. Carlson the wing to the right side. Cody Reamer dots the eye in the backfield. Back to pass. Zerfus with time, with lots of time. Going to air it down the right side, looking for Koenig. It is in and out of the hands as he went up. Was hit in midair and just could not hold on to it as he landed down at the 50. Pass incomplete. But we're really seeing some big play attempts, at least, through the air so far here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
Absolutely, they're going for it and you know, trying to hit it. And when you have, we talked about it last week too, but you look at Landy Koenig, he's absolutely that basketball player receiver. Send it to him, let him get up for it, throw the ball high, let him get it. And now we're going to finally see who the Spartans have in punt formation. That is Koenig himself. That ball went in and out of his hands previously, and now he's going to be on the receiving end here to punt. But before that, Larimore got caught there.
Little jumpy there for the Polar Bears. And, yeah, on Larimore. So that 5-yard procedure penalty. Mark it a little bit closer. And now if you're Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, do you say, hey, we got a 3-score lead. Can we pick up 3 yards? We're deep in our own territory, but can we pick up the 3? They're going to be back out in punt formation. Here, so, see here, that's Hushka is the long snapper. For Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page as they try and draw Larimore again. This time they go off in the punt from Koenig. Hangs in the air, bounces right on the 50. Good bounce down to the 42, picking up an extra 8 yards after that. And the punt is there. And it will be Larimore taking over now on their own 42-yard line. 9:38 to go in this first half.
I decided it was okay for me to take a mask break. I don't have anybody within 30 yards of me. I think that's okay, right? Per the CDC guidelines? Outdoors, 30-yard separation?
Yeah, you know, yeah, sometimes you just got to go.
Got to take a
slide
mask
the mask
break.
off, get some fresh air,
Take a little mask break, yeah.
Ryan Sletton will be out wide to the right side for Larimore. Shotgun set for Eric Hoffman. Running back is Colton Moan to his right side. They're going to give it to Moan, going off the left tackle. Trying to get across the formation, but to good contain. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page defense playing well, not giving them that outside edge that Larimore's look to attack.
Dalton Stein also in on the stop that time was Cody Reamer, but Stein the first one there, Jake, and even the turf divots flying in the air with the spin tackle made there. Dalton Stein's having a really nice football game. I know he joined us last week for some conversation in our post game that was on yourliveevent.com, and enjoyed his conversation. And he's come tonight maybe playing with a little bit more confidence, fresh off of a very nice week 1 performance.
Second down and 12 for Larimore as they look to rebound from that week 1 performance where they got shut out in Cavalier. Sletton will be out wide to the right, Moen the running back to the right side of Hoffman in the shotgun set. Got Stromberg as the wing back on that right side. Going back, 5-step drop, looking to pass, throwing it deep, and it is incomplete. And that time it was the offense moving to defense as Sletton became the defensive back, knocking it away from the hands there of Jack Thompson.
And Jack Thompson, great coverage, but like you said, Sletton really, he made the play. Had to flip roles a little bit there because Thompson was in better position for that based on the great defensive back pedal and good coverage provided. So kudos again to good positioning by Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. 8:40 remains in the second quarter. The Spartans lead the Larimore Polar Bears 22-0. Third down and long for the Polar Bears as they bring in the play call.
So far, Larimore, negative 10 yards of total offense. Here's they have negative 10 rushing, no passing here in this first half. Looking for some positive momentum. Shotgun set. Hoffman will send Sletton again out wide to the right side. Matched up there with Zyler Carlson on defense. They're going to run a little stop route, curl route inside. Can he get the first down yard as he reaches forward, crosses there, and yes, give him the extra yard he needed as they go down from the 38 to the 46 and give him the 14-yard first down.
Earning a few extra cheers from the bleachers in the socially distanced field here today at Larimore. A first down for the Polar Bears, a positive here as they build something here, some momentum in the second quarter.
Good play calling that time, too, as you run them deep, as they have, and now they show that streak route, but instead just stop it, turn around, show your numbers to the quarterback, fire it in there, and pick up those extra couple yards you needed for that first down. Sletton will be wide to the right. That's the short side of the field as Larimore marches from left to right as we watch it on yourliveevent.com before the play timeout called by the Polar Bears. We'll take one as well. 8:07 to go, second quarter. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads over Larimore 22-0 on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
The first down for Larimore out of the timeout. They've crossed into Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page territory. First down catch, Eric Hoffman to Ryan Sletton. Then the timeout, now back at it. Sletton will be out wide to the right, shotgun set. Hoffman back to pass, looking over the middle of the field, and in the intermediate part, catches Sletton. He breaks free down the field, middle of the field. One man to beat, and diving stop made that time by Cody Reamer. But a big catch and run that time. Sletton again, the man, as they go down all the way inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line.
That was a big play, and they've been trying to hit those big plays all game. That was a well-thrown football and a great catch by Sletton. Breaks away from the tackler, but Reamer there slows down the receiver Sletton in the last second. So we'll see if the Polar Bears are able to punch in their first score of this season after being shut out last week at Cavalier. They're knocking at the door here inside. We got a first and goal, I do believe, Jake. First and goal to 6.
First and goal is right. There's more attacking different levels of the field on this possession, going deep, going short, then the intermediate. Catch and run sets them up. Hoffman will send Sletton out wide to the right side again on the short side of the field. Colton Moen, the running back, to his left in the shotgun set. Back to pass. It's a jump play ball for Sletton going, and it is nearly intercepted That time, Zyler Carlson coming over from a safety defensive back spot, but incomplete as no one could get to it.
Well, we'll see, Jake. You're in 4-down territory. You got yourself a chance now, and for the Polar Bears, they're just knocking on the door. They need to find a way to get through that door.
Well, and that going to the 6'3" senior Sletton,
smart decision.
Not a bad play
No.
call. You may maybe like to see the positioning a little bit better on either the pass or the receiver's position, but not a bad play call there. We'll see what they come out now on 2nd and goal from the 6. Owen will flip over to the right side of the quarterback Hoffman in the shotgun set. They're going to give it to him going off the left guard inside down to the 2-yard line. He'll pick up 4. Bring up a 3rd and goal.
That was a nice push. Larimore offensive line really did a nice job, Jake. You get a couple of the guys up front, including looked like kind of the bigger push that time came from William Stover, 5'10". A nice push up front. Mix that in with Lane McCoy, and McCoy's not one I'd want to mess around with. Stands in 6 foot 220. Pretty good body there for a sophomore.
Oh, really good. And again, the youth here for the Polar Bears, look out for the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So what's in the 2-point conversion bag, essentially, here from the 2-yard line, 3rd and goal. Hoffman going to take it on a quarterback power, and he gets off a tackle of Braun in the backfield. Now up, and he's being pushed right one way by the offense, the other way by the defense, and they're going to split the difference. 4th and goal from the 1.
Oof. Well, you're going to have to just find a way to get that 1 yard. It's the longest yard in football, right? 4th and goal from the 1, and we'll see if the Polar Bears can punch one in. And I wouldn't be surprised if Coach maybe just takes quick timeout here with 6:20 to go in this first half.
Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading 22-0. Larimore knocking on the door, trying to get in for the first time this season. Hoffman will bring in the play from the sidelines. They get it in. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, they're ready. They're waiting here. They're looking to stop him. You do have a good-sized quarterback in Hoffman, and they're at 5'10", 165. We'll see what he wants to do here from the shotgun set. Sletton, the wide receiver, right side. Moen, the running back to the right side. They give it to Moen. He's going to try and duck inside between the tight end and the guard on the left side. He gets in for the score. Colton Moen with the 1-yard touchdown plunge, and Larimore is on the board, trailing 22-6, pending the 2-point conversion.
That's huge for the Polar Bears. I mean, just truly is, Jake. You know how tough it is to score a touchdown in the game, right? And you're playing last week against Cavalier, and you weren't able to punch one in. And here tonight, home field, down 3 scores. You just got to get in. You got to find a way to get that 0 off, get the monkey off the back, and there it goes. So for the Polar Bears, now you're playing, got plenty of opportunity, and there's plenty of football left, and now a chance at 2 more here with 5:47 to go before halftime.
Here is that drive started on the 31-yard line, so 69-yard scoring play here as the 2-point conversion will not go as the ball pops loose and dead ball everyone. So the 1-yard touchdown run from Colton Moen makes it 22-6 on your Steel Seed scoreboard. 5:47 to play first half when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
69-yard drive capped off with a Colton Moen 1-yard touchdown plunge. Or gets on the board, and they trail Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page 22-6. Once you get that first one, get some momentum, we'll see what follows. Here with Eric Hoffman teeing up the ball for Larimore will be Owen Zerfus and Zyler Carlson back to return for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Await the kick from Hoffman. Wait the signal from the officials. There we are. Now here comes your right-footed kick, and it is angled towards the sideline, going out of bounds, and it will be legal procedure penalty on Larimore on the kick. Their 4th penalty of the game. So far, 5 penalties in the game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
You joined us last week for our lunar segment. Tonight we see the moon rising, and we've got ourselves We got ourselves a waning gibbous here today, Jake. We're at that 50+% stage of the moon. 7 more days before we get to that full.
Thank you, Kevin, for that Stages of the Moon cycle.
We got to get a sponsor for that. Anybody interested? Yeah, Lunar Update sponsorship. It's available.
I don't think anyone will.
What do you know? You just bring it up every week.
Well, it will be a shotgun set here, actually a pistol set for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Zerfus with the running back behind him, low snap at his feet, and he somehow gets away from a tackle at the ankles. Just kind of steps out of it and turns a -5 to a -1 on the loss.
Lane McCoy there in the end for certain, and also offers a hand to Zerfus to help him up. Gotta love the sportsmanship that's being displayed here on the field in Larimore.
2nd and 11 for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Here's Koenig comes out. Trevor Thompson coming back in for the Spartans.
Jack Thompson.
No, that's
also.
Jack Thompson. Yep.
Yeah, Trevor's in the football game as well, wearing number 10.
So it will be number 12, Jack Thompson, wide receiver, left side. That's the wide side of the field, the bottom of your screen. I formation for Owen Zerfus. Here with Zyler Carlson at the tailback position, taking the toss to the outside, looking to get around the corner to the 40. Here to the 45 and wrestled out of bounds at the 40, just a nose shy of the 47-yard line. Going to pick up 12 on the gain and a first down, and just the second first down of the game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, despite them leading 22-6.
You got the full regulation width of the field, too, in 9-man football. So to get to that outside, if you have speed, and hopefully your running backs do, right? You can get to that outside edge. You've got a lot of work there and a lot of room to work with. So, obviously, Spartans are able to attack and get the edge, and they pick up a first down.
Cody Reamer, the fullback. Zyler Carlson, the deep back. Run the pitch this time to the right side. Again, that wide side. Reamer gets a little block on the inside man, but the outside defender able to bring down Carlson as he gets it up to the 50 to midfield, brings up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Levi Murphy in on the stop. Now, one thing just seeing on the outside, you watch back on film, and Coach Fontaine and the Spartans will look at it, look like maybe a short-sighted view based on that outside. If you could have tried to contain the outside rather than try to cut back in, maybe could have, if you get that outside edge block, you're going to be seeing a lot more yards in front there, but a little short-sighted maybe on that lead block. And that's what stalled that possession, or that I should say that play.
Koenig checks in as a split end on the left side. Zerfus looking down the field, hit as he throws, wobbles in the air. It is incomplete. Battle between defender and receiver, and Stein, the receiver, able to knock it out of the hands of Jacob Warnke, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Yep, flag down too. So we're going to see what the flag's on. But Warnke did a great job going up for the football, trying to get it at the highest point, and Stein, again, kind of being the receiver, the offensive player needing to turn defensive there and able to get the ball out of the hands of Warnke and keep the possession for the Spartans, but getting the possession with a hold, everything's coming back anyway.
Hold's going to mark it off, a 10-yard penalty. That's 10, 30, 50 yards of penalties in this first half for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. With 3:57 to go, brings up a 2nd down and let's call it 17. Twin receivers to the left side in Carlson and Koenig. Zerfus back to pass again in a free rush unblocked and smartly able to dump it off to his fullback underneath. Reamer, no catch made, but it counts as an incomplete pass. It looked like maybe Reamer trying to set up a screen, but at his feet, unable to catch it, but no one blocking Eric Hoffman off the right edge.
It came hard, and one thing the Polar Bears, they've been able to do a nice job here, just kind of pin the ears back. We saw that develop on the last possession when they forced the Spartans in a punt formation, and now taking a while to get the play call, and here comes Zerfus bringing it out as the Spartans are going to have to dig a little deeper in the playbook here with the 3rd and 18.
Dalton Stein, Landon Koenig will be out wide to the left, far side of the field, top of the screen will be Carlson out there wide right side here as they'll have a keeper by Zerfus. He's bouncing around in the middle, now to the outside, back to the original line of scrimmage, across the 50, down to the 45, still on his feet, spins away, and he's brought down as he spun backwards to the 45-yard line, and will bring up a manageable 4th.
Top of the screen that time, Trevor Thompson was that far right side of the field, short side. You know, that top of the screen was where he was set up on that outside. He provided a nice block downfield, but Zerfus putting the wheels together that time, taking the ball out of his hands and putting it into the feet that time to give himself some space. And I'll give the Spartans a shot here. 3rd and 18 to a 4th and 2. Not bad. And now with 3:16 to play before halftime, we'll see if the Spartans can keep the drive alive.
And Zerfus will be under center. Split backs behind him. Koenig a wing to the left side. Quarterback keeper. Zerfus powers through on his feet. Gets the first down yardage. Needed 2. Picked up 3.
And on the stop that time for the Polar Bears, they were there. Stromberg and also Hoffman. But it was, again, a little bit too much on the determination there. Zerfus puts the hands on the knee pads there to catch a little air, and play coming in with the Jack Thompson inserted here into the offense, checking in for Landon Koenig, who checked out on the substitution.
Under 3 minutes to play this second quarter from Lean Field in Larimore. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading Larimore 22-6. Spartans have the ball, first down inside Larimore territory. Owen Zerfus under center, fakes the action left, gives it to Carlson right.
Fumble.
And
say the knee was down. Polar Bear player, I saw it right in front of me. Thanks for letting me chat on this one here, Jake. William Stover, he jumped out and tried to force the ball and was successful forcing the ball free from Zyler Carlson, but Carlson's knee was down according to the top of the screen official here. So no fumble and short gain on the play.
Yeah, just kind of Supermaned onto his back and punched out from behind.
Yeah.
Good play there by Stover, the sophomore defensive line. Now Doug Bauer will come into the play on defense for that line.
He checks in for Lane McCoy, who's been shaken up here, Jake.
2nd and 6. Receivers each side of the field. Koenig on the wide side of the bottom of the screen. Carlson to the top side. Zerfus being pressured. Rolls out to his right side. Being wrapped up from behind, able to shake free, and he's tackled inbounds for a loss. It'll be a loss of 1. Eric Hoffman with the sack.
Yeah, Hoffman. Wow, he's coming off real hard, Jake. He's not nobody's able to block him right now. He's finding space and hitting his angles really well. And now we see checking back in the ballgame, Lane McCoy for the big body, Doug Bauer. 6 foot 190 is listed, Jake, but he is a big piece of football player out there.
Some big young men on
they do.
Larimore team.
Absolutely, Polar Bears have some size. There's no doubt about it.
3rd down opportunity for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. 1.5 minutes to go before we hit halftime. Landon Koenig out wide left, I formation. Carlson dots the I behind Cody Reamer. Owen Zerfus turns, gives to Carlson on a little bit of a delayed handoff. He gets it up to the 35-yard line, brought down, be short of the first down marker. Brings up now a 4th and a long 3.
So we'll see. The 4th down in a row here on this possession for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Minute to play before halftime, and Spartans have all their timeouts left, too.
Yeah, and Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page taking over with 5:43 to go in this second quarter. They've done a good job here to work the clock.
Yeah, and they're not showing any real fortitude right now getting up to the line of scrimmage here on this 4th down.
And they still have all 3 timeouts if they do get the first down. As Owen Zerfus back to pass, being pressured, he throws over the middle, incomplete. They're both squads looking for a little bit of a flag on some contact around the line of scrimmage, but a turnover on downs. And, yeah, no flag out there as the official came over, was talking with coach. I had to double check.
Yeah. Spartans, Jake, looked a little tired here as that drive came to a close. For whatever reason, they're looking a little bit tired here. So I don't know if they're just because of the expending all the energy. I know Owen Zerfus, kind of taking a few extra steps a little slower here, and we saw Larimore doing some shuffling too of positions. So not sure. Maybe these guys are a little gassed as we get close to halftime.
Ball will be marked at the Larimore 35-yard line. They send Ryan Sletton out wide to the right. Eric Hoffman in the shotgun set. Give it to Colton Moan, inside handoff. Bouncing off, and being brought down as he struggled there in the backfield. Gets back up to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he gets. Just body's tangled up. I was going to say slow to get, but they're just untangling those legs. Timeout called here with 27 seconds left. We'll keep it with you here until the halftime, at which point we'll have your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report. We'll start off with some halftime coaches' comments as Kevin down there on the field will grab coach and about the first half. And what has been a fairly entertaining first half. Some big plays, some defensive stops, some good sustained drives here, as we've seen good football here tonight.
Yeah, sure have. And as we're speaking, I all of a sudden just started hearing a little buzzing noise, and I look up at the lights, and the lights are coming on now here in Larimore as the sun is setting behind the trees that kind of surround Lean Field here on the west side of town, and looking forward to the lights coming on and seeing the boys shine bright here as they'll get a little recharge at halftime.
Well, at least you're hearing that buzz from the lights and not from the skeets out there.
Yes, I don't see any mesquites. I know I felt some mesquites, and I'm going to go ahead and use my halftime to recharge with some spray and maybe some sleeves to go on here as well.
All right, so Larimore, I believe that was their last time out. So they're going to send Colton Moan and Ryan Sletton out wide right to the formation on the wide side of the field. Hoffman will have the fullback in front of him out of the shotgun set. He's going to set up a pass, but Landon Koenig brings him down for a sack. Back down to the 31-yard line. Loss of 5 on the play.
As you can see, the pocket collapsed, and Will Erickson also in on that. Dalton Stein also in the mix. They're all there as they find a way to converge in, and that'll likely be the last play of the half.
Yeah, 7 seconds left. Not going to get this last play off. So at the halftime mark, your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard. Give Chad a call at 701-866-2972. It is Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading over Larimore 22-6. Your halftime score as we're going down to the field. Kevin Kochman standing by with head coach for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, Larry Fontaine.
All right, I've got Coach Fontaine here, and he's going to join me in just a second here. Coach, first half, boys got moving, got some excitement, got some offensive positivity. It's been physical. Just your thoughts here in this first half.
Well, we got up 22-0, and I think we lost focus. Blake got hurt. He's going to go to the hospital at halftime, and hopefully it's, nothing major. But, he got hurt. We still took it to him a little bit, but then we got up 22-0. We got complacent. Our line needs to get a lot better. Owen's taking too many hits. Our line needs to figure out how to block, who to block. They're sending all 9 guys. We got to get a little better, a lot better on line.
So for the guys, they got to dig deep, huh?
Roger that. We got to dig deep and, play a little better.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck to you in the boys' second half.
Roger, thank you.
There is Coach Larry Fontaine for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Halftime coach's comments here. This is the Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report on yourliveevent.com. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads over Larimore 22-6.
Aisles at Mix Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mix Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mix has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mix Grocery in Hope, North Dakota. 701-945-2691.
The vision of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Hope-Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope-Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope-Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
We know agriculture, and we know ag lending. Citizens State Bank has competitive rates, and you can get the best loan to keep your farm running smooth. Whether it's land, crops, livestock, or machinery, Citizens State Bank has lenders to help you find the best loan with the best rate in Finley, Cooperstown, and Northwood. For more information, visit us online at csbfinley.com. Member FDIC.
Your halftime report from Christian Brothers Auto Group. Next new or pre-owned vehicle at their showrooms in Finley, Mayville, and Cooperstown, North Dakota, and in Crookston and Fertile, Minnesota. Or shop their inventory online by visiting ChristianCarsOnline.com. Brothers Auto Group is to help you purchase your next vehicle or to service your current one. Online, check out that inventory, ChristianCarsOnline.com, the website. At the half in Larimore, it's Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading over Larimore 22-6. Our halftime score. First half, first quarter, big quarter for Owen Zerfus as he has a touchdown pass of 52 yards on their second play on offense. There to Zyler Carlson for the touchdown. 2-point conversion run was good. Zerfus then would complete after throwing an interception on drive number 2, comes back on the third drive, throws another touchdown, this one to Landon Koenig for 40 yards. 2-point conversion is good. And then with just under a minute to go in the first quarter, Zerfus on a fourth down breaks free on a quarterback keeper, 58 yards, gets in for the touchdown, makes it 22-0 after the 2-point conversion was no good. Larimore gets a drive to go as they hit a couple big pass plays. Eric Hoffman hits Ryan Sletton for 14 yards for a first down, then comes back a couple plays later, hits a big one down the field to 40 yards, gets them first and goal on the 6-yard line. They end up getting in on a Colton Moan 1-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion was no good. 22-6 is your halftime score. We'll finish adding up some numbers, get those to you next when we return. Is your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report on yourliveevent.com.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
Here's a message from Chad Albert, Steel Seed, working the Spartan territory. Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. At Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and a service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Albert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
On the lot at Norman County Implement, new equipment and new trades. Let's talk about this new lineup at Norman County Implement. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, 30-inch tracks, 6 remotes. Save $80,000 due to versatile restrictions. I cannot tell you the selling price, but I can tell you you're going to save $80,000 on this 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570 at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk with Chuck O'Neill and get the details.
Halftime in Larimore, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. The Spartans lead over the Larimore Polar Bears, 22-6, your halftime score. Let's get to your first half stats. We start with the Larimore Polar Bears as Colton Moan running the ball. 10 attempts, 11 yards, picks up a touchdown on a 1-yard touchdown run. Eric Hoffman, 5 attempts, 13 yards. One team rush for -5 yards. That is a total of 16 attempts, 19 yards, and a touchdown on the ground for Larimore in the first half. Passing-wise, Eric Hoffman, 2 of 7 for 54 yards. Passing both completions to Ryan Sletton. 2 catches, 54 yards for him. And 3 first downs, 4 penalties for 20 yards, 1 turnover, in the first half. Time of possession for Larimore, 12 minutes and 5 seconds. 73 total yards of offense there for the Polar Bears. For Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, rushing, it was Blake Jacobson, 1 carry for 12 yards. Here at halftime, he will not return to the game after suffering an injury in that first half. Tyler Carlson with 7 attempts for 42 yards. Cody Reamer, 2 attempts for -2 yards. Owen Zerfus with 4 carries totaling 75 yards, including a 58-yard touchdown run. Dylan Reamer, 1 carry for -4 yards and a team rush of -1 yards for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. 16 attempts, 122 yards, and a touchdown on the ground for the Spartans. Through the air, Owen Zerfus, 2 completions on 7 attempts. Both completions were touchdowns, 1 for 52 to Zyler Carlson, the second to Landon Koenig for 40 yards. Total of 92 yards on those 2 completions, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 2 of 7 passing through the air. 214 yards total offense in the first half for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Had 1 turnover, 3 first downs, 6 penalties, totaling 50 yards in the game. Time of possession for them was 11 minutes, 55 seconds in that first half. Let's get ready for the second half. It's coming up when we return on yourliveevent.com. This is your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises. Have you been thinking about upgrading your planter? Take advantage of up to 10% cash discounts on all precision planting equipment through August 31st. Rebates of up to $200 per row with Delta Force V-Drive and Speed Tube are also available with cash discounts or our financing option. Now is the time to upgrade your planter at the lowest pricing of the season. Stop by for a visit. RDK Enterprises, now open in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. PlanterDoc.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Halftime in Larimore. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads the Larimore Polar Bears 22-6. Second half preview. Let's go down to the field. Kevin Kochman standing by with Cal Triplett, head coach of the Polar Bears.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, first half of football for the Polar Bears. Just put your thoughts here on the first half of play and how you thought your guys were able to come out and perform.
I was very happy with our effort. We're facing a really good team. So, scoreboard-wise, I love where we're at right now. Offensively, I wish we could do more, but the thing is they're bigger, they're stronger up front, and they're really good, and we're doing the best we can. But our kids, we got a turnover. We had some fourth down stops, something that we have not had. So big leaps today. I'm really happy with where we're at. So hopefully we can have a good second half also.
I was going to ask if you're seeing improvements. You are seeing improvements. How important was that touchdown for just the psyche of this squad?
Huge, absolutely huge. I don't think we scored a first half touchdown till late in the year last year. To get one now just shows that, hey, you know what? Our kids can hang with these big boys. We had a senior make a couple really big plays for us and a couple receptions. Quarterback threw a couple good balls, and we don't ask him to throw very much, so that was pretty big.
Big key for second half. What'll it be, Coach?
Defense. We need to keep playing good defense. They're a good team. They've been running the ball pretty well, and our pass coverage has been really good, so I'm hoping we can get a few more turnovers and then just move the ball some more.
All right, Cal, good luck to you and the boys. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Cal Triplett, head coach of the Larimore Polar Bears, with our halftime coach's comments. At half, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads Larimore 22-6. You're saying the second half kicks off when we return. This has been your Christian Brothers Auto Group halftime report on yourliveevent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
When you're looking for a new vehicle, visit with the sales team at Finley Motors, your Chevrolet and Buick dealer. Their sales team will ensure a seamless experience throughout every step of the vehicle buying process and will help you to secure the best financing for your budget. The service and repair department at Finley Motors is equipped to deal with any type of service, auto repair, or reoccurring maintenance. Call 701-524-1200 to schedule service. Visit the showroom in Finley or Mayville and search the new and pre-owned inventory online at finleymotors.com. Second half ready to kick off in Larimore. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will receive. They lead Larimore 22-6. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com. Hey, we got a trio of Spartan games coming up next week. We're back at it on Monday. We go to Cooperstown for the season opener of volleyball as the Spartans take on Griggs Makota. Then back with volleyball on Tuesday at Barnes County North. And then next Friday, Spartans take on Tri-State in the next football matchup. Here's the kickoff picked up at the 22-yard line by Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Breaking it up the right sideline, Zyler Carlson has space. He gets it up to the 40-yard line. That is where Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will start over their first drive of the second half. And good field position here on the Larimore 40.
Well, pretty impressive stuff there. You saw Zyler on the top of the screen there. Jake pick it up, kind of a mid-man in that kick return setup. And he zigged and then he zagged and then he found his way forward. So good positive return. And we'll see if the Spartans, as you know, Coach Fontaine just was a little bit upset with the overall intensity, and now even right now, short a guy, so he's kind of the mental fortitude. They got to dig deep here as they start the second half.
Yeah, pick it up, as I'm sure Coach would say. Zerfus under center. We'll get our lineups here for you in just a moment as they hand off to the second man through and hit and finally push back after a 3-yard gain. Tyler Carlson will get there. Yeah, yep. Carlson, yep.
As Zyler jumped forward, and again, without Blake Jacobson, even his presence on the sideline, you can tell the guys are a little subdued, and they're hopeful that the injury that he suffered isn't a real season threat here, but we'll find out, of course, as he was going to go in and get things checked out. He had his right arm, checked that left arm in a sling.
Offensive line of Andrew Corey, Hayden Hushka, William Erickson, Trevor Thompson, Landon Koenig at the ends, along with Dalton Stein, Cody Reamer, Zyler Carlson, Owen Zerfus at quarterback as he runs the pitch out to the left side. Cody Carlson, he looks to cut back to the middle of the field. He spins forward as he's hit, reaches forward. Ball comes out after the knee is down. He's up to the 45-yard line, going to bring up now a 3rd and 5.
That was a good aggressive run by Reamer as he found a gap. He kind of hesitated as he cut it outside and then just found the gap and hit it. He was turning the legs hard, digging, getting upfield. So from that standpoint, you're going to look at Reamer being kind of your hard runner and Zyler Carlson being a little bit more of your straightforward, finding some of that fleet of foot activity, getting out and running in that wing spot. But Reamer's going to be your ground and pound back right now.
Yeah, see if they get that thunder and lightning going here as back to pass. Zerfus looking. He's got time. He's going to chuck it downfield. Looking deep for his receiver. It is in and out of the hands as it pops out of the basket of Zyler Carlson. Good defensive positioning there. Made it hard for him to get around and get everything on that catch. Incomplete pass brings up now a 4th and 5.
Yeah, Coulter Thorsell that time, Jake, 30. He was back in coverage, and one of the, he didn't get in the way from a physical contact standpoint, but he was just in a great position, and he wasn't making any arm extension or any push. So there's no penalty. There's no interference. He was just being that. He was being a block, as kind of just like a basketball defender just out there in front of him, guarding the point guard. So nice job by Thorsell in coverage for Larimore.
Trevor Thompson comes in as a tight end on the right side of the formation as he brings in the play along with Owen Zerfus to line of scrimmage. I formation here with Brooks Braun as the fullback in the I set. Carlson wingback right side, and Cody Reamer dots the I. Flag comes out, and a little jittery there on the line of scrimmage.
So we'll see. Yeah, they're going to go with
start.
Yeah, false start going against the Spartans, and that's gonna drive Coach Fontaine a little bit crazy here. You know, it's another one of those procedure penalties, and the mental factors really playing a toll right now. You got to dig deep. You got to find a way to win the next one, right? That's the old adage that I take home from football in my life is you got to win the next one, right? So see what the Spartans could do on this. Now facing 4th and long, and they're going to be in punt formation.
Punt formation. Landon Koenig is the punter. See Eric Hoffman back deep for Larimore. He stands at his own 33-yard line. Snap back, no real rush. Here's a high kick. Be picked up and muffed, but gathered on top of as Hoffman went down, lost it, but reached out, pulled it back in, and will be Larimore taking over on the 34-yard line.
You saw it. Zyler Carlson came in. He was that gunner. He came flying in on the play and was just about there at the same time of the football, so that's a lot of speed to get down the field that quickly. And Hoffman, I don't think he was anticipating that. Might have been spooked a little bit as Carlson came close.
10:08 to go in this third quarter. Larimore takes over. And we'll see here after the score and the stop at the end of the half, get a stop to start the second half and see what the offensive momentum comes out with as they start with their ball on their own 34-yard line. Wide receiver out right side is Sletton. They're going to give on the off-tackle run to the right side, or off-guard run, I guess, in 9-man football, to Colton Moan. He does get it up to the 40-yard line, picking up a nice gain there of 6 yards.
Tackles Trevor Thompson and Owen Zerfus in on the stop that time for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, and we'll see if Larimore can continue to be the aggressor. That's what we're seeing here to start the second half. 9:40 remains third quarter. And Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, the Spartans lead at 22-6 over the Larimore Polar Bears.
See Grant Irie come in on that defensive line for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Also, Trevor Thompson in for Blake Jacobson. They're on that starting there with Jacobson out for the rest of the game. Shotgun set, receiver right side, top of the screen, the far side. Give off a guard run here, and this time hit in the backfield, push back, and picked up 4, then lost 3. Brings up now a 3rd and 9.
Okay, well, the defense standing tall that time, and you brought in the name Jake on rotation there with Grant Irie. 5'9", 160 on the junior. He's certainly another energy-packed defensive lineman here for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans and plays the ball in the nose tackle spot. So we'll see if he can't continue to come out and provide a little extra spark here as the defense tries to make a stop.
5'7" sophomore Coulter Thorsell comes in for Larimore. He'll be a wingback on the right side. Shotgun set in tight. Running back Moan to the left side of Hoffman. He'll give it off to Moan, and he's tackled right away. Reamer in on the stop for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They're getting off the bottom of the pile.
Here we go. And again, a good push that time by Larimore, just not getting much more than a yard or 2. So it'll be a 4th down and likely a punt formation here for the Polar Bears. We'll see. They are a little bit more aggressive right now, but yeah, it looks like they are going to step back into punt formation.
Yeah, well, the punter is the quarterback, Eric Hoffman.
You got to think about that too.
You never know if you got that fake there, or maybe even just that, hey, rugby style it if there's nothing there. If there's something, go for it. Here's the rush, comes off, nearly blocked as Koenig nearly got those big hands up in the air. Ball will be bouncing, picked up at the 20-yard line by Zyler Carlson. He'll make 1-2, miss, now still on his feet as he crosses the 35 and brought down at the 37-yard line. Nice 17-yard return there for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They start their second drive of the second half, 7:48 to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, I tell you what, right there, Jake, you saw a pretty good snap by the long snapper for Larimore, and then a good punt, good kick, but it was low right off the gate, and Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page just about got a finger on it. Well, anyway, a good punt in the end. It bounces over the head of Carlson, but a nice return too, 17-yard return. So a lot of good there, but it gives Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page pretty good field position.
They will start on their 36-yard line. Owen Zerfus will be under center. Quad receivers, two each way. They run a receiver screen to the right side to Zyler Carlson. He goes outside, then looks like he lost the footing. Might have got tripped up by one of the bodies on the ground, but he will pick up 5 yards on that wide receiver screen.
And now that the sun has gone down here in Larimore, grass is getting a little bit dew on there, so we got a little bit of slippery nature. And again, I mentioned this at the onset here at the field condition. The field surface here, the grass is long. It's a long grass cut here in Larimore, and that's okay. It's a nice soft field for the guys to play on. But again, in this case, when dew is settling in, watch for some slippery spots to form.
Zerfus will again be in the shotgun set, switching guys around as he'll send Cody Reamer to the right side. Zyler Carlson inside slot on the left side with Dalton Stein out wide to the left. It's going to be a quarterback power to the right side. Zerfus sees nothing there, tries to scamper back to the left side, and he's brought down in the backfield. Loss on the play. Getting in there for Larimore was
Lane McCoy. Now,
Yeah.
once again, Lane McCoy has made another big play. Just again, sizable sophomore and a key cog in the defense. You see the number 54, and Jake, when I see a number 54 on the football field, I often think back defensively to a guy like Brian Urlacher, and you look at him on the field here too. From the standpoint, his helmet just kind of stands out amongst others because of his size out there. He's a very nice 9-man football player.
I don't think Urlacher ever played 9-man.
How do you know? He was in New Mexico.
Yeah, he never played. Let's see. We got Zerfus in the shotgun set. Two receivers to the left side. Koenig in the slot, and it'll be Carlson to the wide side, far side, bottom of the screen. They run a quick receiver screen, but a timeout called by Larimore before the snap goes off. So we'll take a timeout here. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, leading 22-6 with 6:01 to go, quarter number 3, and we return on yourliveevent.com.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
In the third quarter, after the timeout from Larimore, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will have the ball. 3rd and 10, 6:01 to go in this quarter. The Spartans lead the Polar Bears 22-6. All scoring so far coming in that first half of play. Will be a wishbone formation now for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. 3 backs in that Y formation behind Zerfus. He's back to pass. Owen Zerfus looking. He's going to go third level, looking for Dalton Stein. Is that intercepted? Yes, it's picked off. Picked off at the 40 by Larimore on that far side of the field. That looks like Hoffman coming up with a play.
Yeah, Eric Hoffman jumping for the ball at the highest point, and he catches it. Stein was there. Target was there, but a great job getting in front of the football there and getting in front of the receiver. Hoffman jumps up, makes the snag, interception, and a turnover. And this is a big, big play for the Larimore Polar Bears. Their ball now down a couple of scores here, 22-6 with 5:54 to play third quarter.
And they will take the ball over on their own 40-yard line. And second interception thrown here today by Owen Zerfus. He is now 3 of 10 for 97 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Hoffman in the shotgun set. Receiver will be to the right side. That is Ryan Sletton. Back to pass. Hoffman looking. Got pressure in his face. Trying to duck under the high tackle coming from Landon Koenig, but Koenig wraps him up and all the way back inside the 30 down to the 27. It's a loss of 13 on the sack.
Koenig's pumped up, making a big play. Also in making some excitement there too, getting the team riled up a little bit. Hayden Hushka coming out there and popping the helmet with Koenig. Nice play defensively as the Spartans come up and peg the Polar Bears back 12 yards.
Second sack of the game, 3rd of the season by my numbers here for Landon Koenig.
It's terrific statistics.
Thank you. I try.
You're welcome.
So 2nd and a mile and a half.
Just 22 yards. Not a mile and a half.
Hey, for some of us, 22 yards is a long way to go. Sletton will be out wide right on the wide side of the field, the bottom of your screen as you watch the Polar Bears go from left to right in front of you on your liveevent.com. Firing over the middle and had to rush the throw. If had another second there, Sletton might have been able to cross the defense and get free on that corner crossing route. As it is, though, it's an incomplete pass.
Reamer came in on a blitz, and he threw the quarterback Hoffman back about 10 yards. That was an aggressive blitz package, and the Spartans hit there. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and long here for the Polar Bears with just under 5 minutes to play third quarter as Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page 22 and Larimore 6.
Looking for that shot that can, if not get him the first down, put him in position there to go for it near midfield. They have to get across the 50. The 50 is where the first down marker is at. Will be Levi Murphy coming in here for Larimore, and we got a whistle before this play took a while in the huddle. They'll take timeout number 2. Timeout number 2 for Larimore in this third quarter with 4:54 to go in the third quarter. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading 22-6 on your Steel Seed scoreboard.
Enbridge's Line 3 replacement project will create thousands of family-supporting jobs. This $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota will be an economic boost, bring extra county tax revenue for years to come, and a secure and steady supply of North American oil to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. We're focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3us.
Timeouts here. 1 left for Larimore, 3 left for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. As we have 4:54 left in quarter number 3, Spartans leading 22-6 over the Polar Bears. Third down, need to get it to the 50. It's 3rd and 22. 2 receivers to the right side for Eric Hoffman in the shotgun set. He'll take the snap. Rush comes on block, trying to set up the screen as Koenig was the intended receiver, but the would-be intended receiver that time, Stromberg, the tight end, split end there. He was in contact with a defender there, couldn't get off to gather the pass.
And you know what, though, Jake? More importantly, the excitement that the bench is bringing here from the Spartans is a positive. It was kind of quiet. It's kind of getting quiet down here on Lean Field, and now they got a little more juice, a little pep in their step. So that was a positive to see on the sidelines.
Hey, let's get loud.
Come on, let's make some noise. It's football time.
Yeah, Hoffman back to punt. Here's the snap. Right-footed kick. A little low line driver will bounce at the 47, roll to the 40-yard line. And that is where Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will take over. See if they look to run some clock here, leading 22-6, 4:40 to go in quarter number 3.
Yeah, we're going to find out, see what's going to happen here. And, Jake, there hasn't been a lot of shuffling. There's, the depth for the Spartans tonight in comparison to last week against Hankinson. They, by this time in the game last week, they were in their second string into that potential, even some third rotational guys. Tonight, that's not been the case. So now they're tested from their physicality style. They're being tested from their just physical condition on this late August evening. So we'll see if they can dig deep in this third quarter.
From their 40-yard line, they come out wishbone formation. Zerfus under center. Barks it out, goes on 2. Hands off to the first man through. That's Brooks Braun. And he'll rumble forward, get it just shy of the 45. They mark him down at the 44-yard line, gain of 4.
Guys going to the whistle here at the top of the screen too. And in fact, we got an elbow pad, something flying out of here from William Stover. He's coming over to the sidelines as there's going to be a rotation here for the Polar Bears coming in. Zane Ness for the guys that run into the whistle. That's always a lesson too, Jake. From the line of scrimmage, sometimes going to the whistle is a little bit tough, but both these teams are going here to the whistle today.
Get a little nasty. Go to the whistle.
Go for it, man.
Again, Blake Jacobson out for the remainder of the game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Brooks Braun. Well, no, Braun checks out now as Trevor Thompson checks back in. He'll be a wing back to the right side.
Braden Mitchell, top of the screen.
There as they're going to run an inside handoff reverse to Mitchell as he'll take it there across the 50 and pick up the first down. And the reserve comes in and makes a play, picking up the first down of the second half. Taking it down to the 46-yard line.
Pretty clean jersey on Mitchell, but there he gets some contact and makes a nice play, and that's a quality play. First down for the Spartans as he comes and checks out.
Nice 10-yard run there for Braden Mitchell. He will then, as you said, check out.
Thank you.
Yeah. And checking back in. Now Trevor Thompson comes in there. He'll be end on the right side of the formation with Dalton Stein on the left side. High backfield with Cody Reamer and Zyler Carlson. Lennon Koenig, the wing on the right side. Fake the handoff left side fullback, give it Carlson right side, and he's tripped up. He looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, brings up a 2nd and 10.
Sletton making a great tackle that time for the Larimore Polar Bears. Just under 3 minutes to play in this third quarter as Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page with the football, leading 22-6 as the sun is set here in Larimore, North Dakota. The Spartans bringing in the fresh play here is checking in, bringing in the play call will be Jack Thompson. But, Jake, that one really never got going because Larimore's Ryan Sletton comes crashing in and makes a great tackle in the backfield.
Will be Jack Thompson out wide, right side, top of your screen. Carlson and Reamer split backs in the backfield behind Zerfus under center. 2nd and 14. You need to get it down here inside the 35. They're going to give it to Carlson. He makes a man miss in the backfield. He's got a blocker in front of him. He gets across the 45 to the 40 to the 35, tiptoeing down the left sideline. Oh, they say he stepped out right at the 35, and that will be enough for the first down as he picks up 15 on the play.
We haven't had many plays get to the outside edge, and that Carlson was able to do that, but tiptoeing down the sidelines, like you say, he steps out. Moving those chains, though, with just over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter, and Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page looks like they're the aggressor again here, Jake. The Larimore Polar Bears had kind of taken over that role after scoring their touchdown late second quarter, and now the Spartans are regaining that aggressor role now here late in the third.
And fun to see with these two teams. Haven't faced each other a lot in the last recent years. Larimore a few years ago was a Class A playing 11-man, and then with the independent here trying to do their scheduling as they can. They did face off last year, but not seeing themselves a lot of each other, but seeing like they know what the other one's trying to do here tonight.
Good battle.
Here's Zerfus, straight back to pass, floats a screen pass to the right side to Cody Reamer. He'll cut back inside, left side, then tries to get free. He's still free. Down the left side, little swing move over to the defender, and down inside the 15-yard line, right at the 15 is where they mark him, and a big 30-yard pass play on the screen.
You talk about... Sorry, Jake Harry. Now I'm in a good spot. Talking about like a swim move type there. As swinging that arm, but he was swinging the arm of the football in the arm too there. So luckily didn't lose any control of the ball, but very aggressive run that time by Reamer and a big run there for the Spartans.
Yeah, there as you were popping a little bit in that area of the field here. We'll just keep an eye on that as we go. But like you say, yeah, watch the ball security there. Be 1st and 10 ball at the 15-yard line here with a 1:32 to go in this third quarter. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page looking to extend that lead. Owen Zerfus under center, I formation, receiver to the left side. Their handoff, Zyler Carlson. He looks to bounce it out to the right side, and he picks up a couple. Will gain 2, maybe 3, depending on where they mark it.
I just wanted to get inside of the action, Jake. I just can't get to the 10. That's all I wanted. I wanted to get in the action.
Well, you got to get in that player's box. They can get down to the 10 this year.
Yeah, I'm standing up back at the 30, so I got a little better backside view here. But, yeah, not much doing that time. Couple 3 yards there for the Spartans as they work the right side. The short side of the field working toward their sideline to the top of the screen. Owen Zerfus bringing in the play call, and he was angling towards the football. Let's run back to the huddle here, guy.
Well, you got to make sure everyone knows the play as they come out. We'll see here if they a little long to get the play in.
Yeah, big time.
35 seconds left on the time clock. Sharon-Hope-Page got to hurry. Back judge counting out the final seconds. They do get the snap off. Zerfus rolling to his left, throwing a little pop pass there to his tight end, Koenig, and Koenig is in for the score! 7-yard touchdown pass, 20 seconds left in the third quarter as Landon Koenig picks up his 2nd touchdown of the day.
Nice seal block by Stein that time for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page too to make sure that highway was paved, ready for Koenig to find his way to the end zone on the short side of the field and the bottom of the screen, and another passing touchdown, and Owen Zerfus executed that play well. And Jake, I'm not sure, maybe they were instructed to take some time off the clock there too. We didn't see much urgency to get to the line of scrimmage there, and they were watching that back judge count it down. But nice play, well designed, well executed. Touchdown, Spartans.
Receiver Carlson to the left side, send Stein, the receiver, to the right side. Carlson comes in motion on the shotgun set. He'll take the little jet sweep and easily jog into that right corner of the end zone for the 2-point conversion run. As the 2-point is good, add on another 2, and it's 30-6 the score on your Steel Seed scoreboard. Contact Chad Elbert, 701-866-2972. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, leading Larimore on yourliveevent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page caps off a 60-yard drive with a touchdown pass. Owen Zerfus to Landon Koenig. Second time they've hooked up tonight. Third touchdown pass. A 12-yard touchdown pass there to Koenig there for the third touchdown pass by Owen Zerfus tonight. 2-point conversion run is good by Zyler Carlson. And the Spartans lead 30-6 as Hayden Ushka kicks it off, hits off the front man of Larimore. Ball still bouncing on the ground, and there's a chance Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page got on top of it. They say Larimore did get it, though. Larimore able to scoop it up. That time as Zyler Carlson almost came away with a kick recovery.
Well, there's another squibber there from Hushka. Well, maybe something I got to ask him in the postgame here. See if he can get that ball up in the air. But nonetheless, squib kick works out here. And for Larimore, they get the football. Now we'll see if the Polar Bears can try to get some more action, build some more momentum, see if they can't get back in this one. Down 36 with the 17 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Grant Irie checks out. Looks like Liam Satram checks in for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. There on that, that's a 52 Hayden Ushka there on that defensive line for the Spartans. Here in the shotgun set, Hoffman will fake the give, play action pass, looking over the middle. It's a 2-man route, looking, and overthrows his intended receiver, Thorsel. In on the 3 Spartans in on the coverage there, but the main man was Jack Thompson again playing from that safety position, back there playing well.
Yeah, no doubt. And backside coverage, the defensive backfield for the Spartans, pretty solid. You go from guys like you mentioned, Zyler Carlson's back there, Jack Thompson, and then Owen Zerfus, too, also part of the defensive backfield. And they're very solid, play to the coverage that they need to, and also can come up and bring that physicality. But Thompson's had another nice game there from the defensive back spot and the safety.
Possibly the final play of the third quarter with 12.9 seconds left on the clock. Hoffman in the shotgun set, 3 backs to his left side, and he runs the quarterback power looking to get that edge, and he can not get around Owen Zerfus, who comes up, lowers the shoulder to take on the blocker, get in the way, and it'll be possible 1 on the play for Hoffman.
Terrific open field tackle and open field aggressive tackle there to take out the legs. Owen Zerfus makes the stop, and that's the end of the third quarter.
Let's go to the fourth. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading Larimore 30-6 on your Steel Seed Chad Albert scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
The aisles at Mix Grocery and Hope are filled with products you know and love. That's why Mix Grocery is your one-stop shop for all of your shopping needs. Mix has a deli, bakery, produce, and fresh meat. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or trying a new recipe, you'll find what you need at a great value. Open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mix Grocery in Hope, North Dakota, 701-945-2691.
Put 4 fingers up. It's fourth quarter time in Larimore. Lean Field, thanks for joining us again here tonight. Glad to be with you here for an enjoyable game that we've had on yourliveevent.com. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, along with Kevin Kochman on the sideline, Ryan McCullum with some production work here in the booth here tonight. Be with you here as the lights are on for Friday Night Lights in Larimore. Sharon-Hope-Page leading Larimore 30-6, bringing up a 3rd and 11 now for Larimore as they flip sides, now going from right to left as you watch it on yourliveevent.com. Eric Hoffman in the shotgun set. He'll give it off to Colton Moen, left side, trying to get around that corner. Does a little stutter step to sneak outside and picks up a solid 9 yards. Will bring up a 4th and 2.
Well, 9 yards is positive, and they're looking to try to get anything they can to keep the drive alive and keep the ball out of the Spartans' hands. Spartans in control, leading 30-6. So for Larimore, extending the drive, that is their biggest piece of focus on this possession right here and on this play right here. They need to extend the drive and find a way to get 2.5, 3 yards here to pick up that first.
Just 3 first downs in the game. One was on the first play of the game on a defensive pass interference penalty by Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They'll give it off to Moen again. He's hit in the backfield. He's wrapped up by Hushka, who bear hugs him, holds him up, and then Grant Irie comes up, cleans him up. Does get 1, but it will not be enough for first down on that play.
So they weren't able to get what they needed to get done there to extend. So now it's Spartan football with 11:18 to play, 4th quarter. Lights on here at Lean Field in Larimore, and the Spartans trying to make it a 2-0 start to this 9-man football season.
3-8, you said, right?
What?
All right, get that in the book here as Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page takes over on the Larimore 46-yard line. And just the second drive that started in Larimore territory here today. The last one back in the first quarter when it was that 40-yard touchdown pass from Owen Zerfus to Landon Koenig for the first of their 2 touchdown passes. Not going to happen on this play as Koenig jogs off the field. He'll be replaced there at that end position for this play. Zerfus walks him up to the line of scrimmage. Brooks Braun will be the fullback. Going to send Zyler Carlson to the right side as a wingback. Tailback will be Cody Reamer. Zerfus under center, waits for the back judge to kick down the play clock, and then a pitch play to Reamer. He's got room on the outside as Braun gives a little bit of a chip block, then turn the corner, down the left sideline, inside the 35, and finally pushed out. And is that the field marker or a flag down on that far side there, Kevin? I can't quite see.
Near me here.
No, that's the field marker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
No, we had to scramble, Jake, because social distancing. We don't want Cody Reamer to come take us out on the sidelines. They were coming hard to the sideline, very hard run, good piece of physical effort there, and yeah, I needed to run away.
They're going to mark him down to the 34 is where they say he went out of bounds. Gain of 12 on the play for Cody Reamer. 4 carries for 12 yards for him in the ball game. He'll be in that I formation set again. Receiver to the right side being Jack Thompson. Zerfus under center. Sends Thompson in motion to the left side. They run the pitch here to Reamer to the right side. Looks to get a kick-out block. Gets free, and then he drags someone with, it looked like, was that Sletton that came in, had him around the ankle, and held on to him.
Sletton's played really well. Defensively, he's been a monster. Both him and Hoffman, second half, and even in that second quarter, been really good for the Polar Bears. Meanwhile, we talked about kind of that mental fortitude. Spartans maybe came out a little bit flat out of the halftime. Midway through that third quarter, something turned on, right? Little spark, little something. Got some positivity going, and now they're running some real crisp plays. Blocks are happening. It's more of like the Spartans that were playing last week against Hankinson.
Owen Zerfus in the shotgun set, running back to his left side. Zyler Carlson, receiver to the right side. The receiver on the top side of the screen will be Koenig as he comes in motion. They're going to run the quarterback power as he just waits, finds his hole. Then Zerfus bursts up the left sideline, tries to get around the corner. Can he get inside? Diving for the end zone. He is in for the score. Zerfus with another touchdown here today. A 31-yard touchdown run. His 5th touchdown he will account for today. But hold on, there's Laundry back at the line of scrimmage.
And Zerfus, he gave all that effort to get down that sideline too, and they're gonna come back, and I do believe it's a hold.
Well, while they mark that off real quick, let's reset the defense and offense here for starting with the Larimore defense. William Stover, Lane McCoy, Ty Stromberg, Jacob Warnke, Eric Hoffman, Levi Murphy, along with Ryan Sletton, Coulter Thorsell, and Colton Moen. The defense offensively for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, your offensive line with Andrew Corey, Hayden Hushka, William Erickson, and Trevor Thompson, Landon Koenig, Dalton Stein working in at the ends, Tyler Carlson, Cody Reamer at the backs, Owen Zerfus at quarterback, and also seeing a few different bodies here. Trevor Thompson, Brooks Braun rotating in as well for the injured Blake Jacobson at running back as well for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Receiver to the right side, I formation. Be second down and 20. They're going to run a reverse to Carlson, going to the left side. He's got blockers in front of him. As Zerfus comes up, takes on the blocker, pushes him out of the way. Still on his feet. Carlson looks to gets back to the right side. Now back out to the left sideline. And he is finally brought down as they run the reverse, pick up the big play. They go from the 43 all the way down to the 15. And a big first down play for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page.
And what made that play even more special, was the downfield blocking by Owen Zerfus. The quarterback wasn't in the best position right out of the gates to jump on board and provide a block. Then all of a sudden he got in the right spot and he was able to push forward. So real solid stuff there by the quarterback.
Chance for Carlson to become the first Spartan to go over 100 yards on the ground this year. They'll go an inside handoff, this time to the wingback. That is running up the right side, inside, and in for the score as Jack Thompson takes it on the inside handoff, wing reverse, and it is a touchdown for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They extend their lead. Or do they say he stepped out? No, yeah, okay, yeah. I saw the official stand there. Okay, I was like, whoa, well, that's not right.
Yeah, no, you got excited. You could hear the train in the background, Jake. That was the deal. You got all excited. You could hear the train moving. You're a huge locomotive fan. I know. That was a really nice, well-executed play. Thompson got to the outside and scores, and that put a smile on Thompson's face. He comes over to the sideline, gets some high fives from his teammates. Coach Fontaine even saw him spark a little smile on that score.
I do like trains.
You are a locomotive fan.
I do like trains. A 15-yard touchdown run for Jack Thompson.
Take a listen to that,
train whistle in the backfield, but the train can't get out of the backfield. Give it to Carlson, and unable to get in for the 2-point conversion. Your score on your Steel Seed scoreboard, 36-6. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads over Larimore on yourliveevent.com. The vision of the Finley-Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley-Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans! 36-6 our score, 8:44 to go in quarter number 4. It is Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading over Larimore, and that touchdown run of 15 yards by Jack Thompson. The first touchdown not scored by Owen Zerfus is here a squibber. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but doesn't go 10 yards. And so it will... Well, it'll be Larimore football. They'll just take it there at the 50, I'd imagine.
I would think so. Now, yeah, Hushka, the ball clearly went off the right side of his foot. And he kind of the true meaning of the word squib. He squibbed it off his foot even. And it went rolling over to the right side and actually started to kind of get a little backspin. They're going to pick it up because I don't think the ball actually went out of bounds. It never went 10 yards either.
No, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page touched it just so that it was a dead ball then, so that Larimore couldn't pick it up and just start running down the field.
Yep, so there was a flag down, but that was an inadvertent. Picked it up, showed it to you on the camera there with yourliveevent.com. And clock's running, by the way, with that 30-point separation, 8:44 to play in the football game. 36-6, Spartans leading the Larimore Polar Bears.
The receiver to the top of your screen, the wide side, with Hoffman in the shotgun set. He'll take the snap, handoff, Colton Moen here to the left side. He busts through the line of scrimmage up to the 40 and brought down at the 36-yard line. A first down on a 13-yard gain for Colton Moen and a first down.
Moen showing the speed. He definitely has some and was able to get a little spark, found a gap, and hit it hard. Nice run. And good blocking up front to help lead the Polar Bears to a first down.
First down of the second half for Larimore, their 4th of the game. And they'll look to keep things going. As you said, clock running here with approaching 8 to go. Letting their wide receiver to the right side. Hoffman in that shotgun set. Moen, the running back, to his right side. And it's going to be a quarterback power. Hoffman following Moen. Still on his feet a little, trying to jump, skip over, avoid the defender. Gets it down to the 29-yard line. Very close. I think he's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
The day is done for a host of Spartans coming off the field, and we see just checking in right now is Calvin Satram. He's in the ball game. Also, Dylan Reamer is on the field. Defensively, also out on the field is 5 Doug Geyer. He makes an appearance here as a junior. Also out there, Grant Irie. Host of changes, though, made to the defense of the Spartans.
We'll see how the second unit can go now. From that shotgun set, Hoffman will take turn, give it to Colton Moen. He'll run through, get that first down yardage, get up to the down, I should say, to the 22-yard line, and keep the chains moving. Another first down.
Braden Mitchell, Trevor Thompson also on the field. Also, Liam Satram also on the field here for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. Do see checking in 21 Cody Reamer. He's going to make his way out on the field, checking in for Trevor Thompson on some more substitutions. There's some fresh faces and rotational substitutions out with 6:50 to play.
Hoffman in the shotgun set. Will take the high snap, handoff again to Colton Moen. Big hole up the middle of the field, all the way to the end zone, untouched, 23 yards. Colton Moen in for his second touchdown of the day.
Finding the end zone. Tell you what, it does a lot for the mental psyche, and as the Polar Bears also not only try to finish off this contest, but also prepare for next week when they have Enderlin Maple Valley on the schedule. Well, they've got to find a way to carry some momentum and find some of that momentum here. And, well, they got some more right there with another nice big run. And we just talked about the ball carrier, Colton Moen, and some of the speed for the junior, and showed it off once again. Got that nice lead block, following the lead block of 54 Lane McCoy to the end zone.
So going forward, the two-point conversion, flags come out before we have a snap. And they're saying it's on the Spartans. Yep, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah.
Yep, on Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Mark off half the distance.
We could call it whatever we want. Neutral zone, offsides, encroachment. Ultimately, the defense went offsides, and we have ourselves a 5-yard penalty or half the distance to the goal.
That's right. So a little bit closer on this two-point conversion, and that's where some of those second unit guys got to stay disciplined here. Going around the right side and in for the two-point conversion. Good. Larimore tacks on 2 more, and it's 36-14, our score on the Steel Seed scoreboard. Contact Chad Elbert at 701-866-2972. 36-14, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads over Larimore, 6:37 to go, fourth quarter on yourliveevent.com.
Hope-Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope-Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope-Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
36-14. Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leading Larimore on the road here, looking to go to 2-0 with 6:37 left in this fourth quarter. Again, next week they're at home to take on Tri-State, which is the Fairmont, Campbell, Tyndall, Rosholt group. Sorry.
Yeah, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota represented in that co-op. That's why they're called Tri-State.
3 states, Tri-State.
3 of them.
Yeah. Here's a pooch kick out of bounds, and illegal procedure penalty will be called on Larimore.
I think they play their home games in Rosholt, South Dakota, I think. Or they may rotate. I don't know. We'll find out next week when we ask them.
Yeah, we can find that out. Meanwhile, Tri-State is playing Maple Valley Enderlin tonight, who takes on Larimore next week. That will be back here in Larimore for the Polar Bears. They actually have 5 of their 8 games at home this year.
How about that? Give credit to Patty. She did a great job of scheduling that.
High five, pat on the back for the scheduler.
Well, you think about that, and with an independent, that you may have years like that because you're just trying to get in bye weeks.
Yeah, last year had 7 games. I think it was 4 on the road, 3 at home, so it works out.
Yeah, take it.
Second unit offense in here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. We'll get some names here, but Braden Mitchell going to run the offense here under center, I formation, wing back to the right side. They look to start this drive here with a rush to the left side of the formation.
Zyler Carlson.
And Zyler Carlson with that 2-yard gain.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump on you there, Jake.
Okay.
Bobby Bergfield's out on the field. Dylan Reamer also was there. Carlson checks out. In the game is number 23, Caleb Dowes. Also on the floor. Also in the field, Braden Mitchell. We mentioned him. He's the quarterback. And also out there, Liam Satram. He's out in the backfield. He's the second man in as far as the formation is concerned. Also Irie, and also out on the field is Corey and Hushka too.
Yeah, so Irie comes in at center, but the other two guards stay the same here late in the game for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. But this time, no push by the offense. Defense knifes in, gets a stop in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play.
Caleb Dowes on the carry that time. 5:46 remains here under these Friday night lights in Larimore as the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans look to move to 2-0 on the season. Checking out is 15, Bobby Bergfield, as Calvin Satram checks in the ball game for the Spartans. They lead 36-14 over the Larimore Polar Bears.
The line of scrimmage, Mitchell brings them up, taking their time, working diligently as they go the inside handoff reverse this time to Liam Satram. Up the left side, he'll pick up 6 on the carry before he's brought down short of the first down marker, bringing up a 4th and 4.
It was a nice block by Dylan Reamer initially on the outside, as his task was to block number 18, Eric Hoffman. I said it was a nice initial block because Hoffman just kept fighting and got better positioning, was able to shrug off that blocker, and was able to bring down the ball carrier.
4:52 to go. Clock is running, and it looks like Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will come out to go for it.
Oh yeah,
on 4th down.
Second game of the season, can't hold anything back, Jake.
Hey, good experience for the young guys. 4th and 4. Under center, Mitchell. Hands off again, Satram. He'll look to bounce it out on the right side, and he's stretched a good open field defense. That time looked like Warnke, and he is able to make the stop. But we got a player down for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page down at the 45-yard line.
That's Brooks Braun, the injured player, and as Spartans are trying to get to the outside, Satram on the carry, Jake, and Satram just kind of got tripped up on his own accord there. I don't believe that anybody was in the backfield there, but he was trying to stretch it to the outside, and he just kind of got tangled up in the tall grass. As right now, Braun on his back. Coach Fontaine is out there, and also Trainer that's on staff here this evening, getting a chance to look. And Braun went down here at about midfield, about the 45-yard line, went down kind of grabbing his knee, and he's getting his right knee checked and attended to right now.
Well, we will take a break as they attend to the player on the field. Right now, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page leads 36-14. 4:27 to go in this 4th quarter. Will be Larimore football 1st and 10 from the Spartan 43-yard line when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
We know agriculture, and we know ag lending. Citizens State Bank has competitive rates, and you can get the best loan to keep your farm running smooth. Whether it's land, crops, livestock, or machinery, Citizens State Bank has lenders to help you find the best loan with the best rate in Finley, Cooperstown, and Northwood. For more information, visit us online at csbfinley.com. Member FDIC.
Well, Brooks Braun able to walk off of the field, mostly under his own power. A little bit of help, a little gingerly off the field, but positive signs as he goes to the sideline there for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page after he was down for a minute or so. Larimore will have the ball 1st and 10 on the Spartan 43-yard line. They start this drive, 4:27 left in the game, and now we're going to have a timeout here by the Spartans.
Hey, we got to just keep things rolling, don't we?
Yeah, so, hey, you had a score update there, Kevin.
Yeah, another broadcast that was happening with YourLiveEvent.com. A 19-0 victory for the defending AA state champs, Hillsborough Central Valley, earning a victory this evening. That coming over Grafton at Randy Vegan Field.
Yeah, and, yeah.
That's the score update I have for you.
There you go.
Trying to find some additional scores, but that's what I have so far. I know I had Mayport CG was leading Wyndmere Lidgerwood earlier here. That was a halftime score that they were up game that was being played, part of the region contest. So we've got that information to be shared.
All right, yeah, I was looking for more updates too, but couldn't find anything new myself either.
It's a gorgeous moon we got here. The waning gibbous happening here at Leanfield and Larimore, and wind speeds have calmed quite a bit. And when we were driving up this afternoon and getting to Leanfield in Larimore, there was a good quality, strong northwesterly breeze, but now we just got an absolutely gorgeous Friday night under these lights. And I just keep thinking, Jake, about these opportunities that the students are getting on the North Dakota side of the river and the state allowing high school football to go. What an opportunity for these kids.
It's gone well so far through 2 weeks, as Larimore will have the football 1st and 10. Hoffman will still be at quarterback as he hands off to Colton Moan there, taking it inside on the give and straight ahead for, going to mark it down there to the 38-yard line for a gain of 6.
Carson Davis in the ball game. He was part of the tackling crew that time for the Spartans of Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Also on the field, number 40, Craig Anderson. Anderson, a freshman. He's got the face, the visor going on here with the helmet too.
Yeah, I see a freshman in on that offensive line for Larimore. Michael Myers, the 6'5", 240-pound freshman. He's hard to miss out there. Here is Hoffman. A little bit of movement there, but no flags come out. Here as they run behind Myers, and again a gain this time. As this time they go to Thorsel, and he gets forward for first down.
Looks like again on the sideline here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, Brooks Braun. He's getting attended to by the trainer, and they're working on his right knee where they had him down to. He was kind of assisted off the field, and he's getting some work on right now, answering some questions. You talk about safety across the state of North Dakota, and really we heard here as kicking off some of the larger schools this week too, but Valley City was impacted by a COVID case and a small outbreak within their program. So that to date, that's the only program in the state that's been affected at all with anything COVID related on this restart to a school year.
And here's the rush to the left side. Again, getting the carry was Moan on this carry. And he carries for 5 yards on his now 20th carry of the ballgame.
I believe Valley City was scheduled to head to Beulah here this week, but that not happening because of the COVID case.
Yeah, well, not having to make that drive right now.
I guess that's the case, right?
Yeah, I mean, you want to play, but you got to have that safety.
You do, and that's big key. So hopefully it can stay out of the systems, and everybody can keep achieving these game nights like this.
2:40 remains in this fourth quarter. Sharon-Hope-Page leading over Larimore 36-14. Timeout called by Larimore, their third and final of the night. We'll take this timeout as well. 36-14 the score on your Steel Sea Chad Elbert scoreboard.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
Out of the timeout, Larimore with the ball, 2nd down and 5. They look to see if they can punch it into the end zone here in the final 2.5 minutes of this game, trailing 36-14. Hoffman will take the snap, give it off to Thorsel. He'll look to bounce it out to the right side. He gets into the open field, and he's down inside the 5 to the end zone, and he is just short of the score. Whereas Thorsel got close.
Owen Zerfus came from his defensive back spot almost across the field, flying in to make the stop and to try to keep the ball carrier out of the end zone there. So Spartans, again, kind of working a rotation. They don't have all their subs in. They've shuffled guys, try to give some breaks as best they can, and we're going to see Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page take a timeout. Jake, I do want to say this. I do like the fact that, and every school, every program is different, the way that they run their shuffle, right? They bring in players, and a lot of it has to do with your depth, first and foremost, right? What type of depth you have on your roster. Like last week, Hankinson, 12 guys dressed. You're not going to be able to to provide big depth by any means or wholesale changes. Some programs have a full second squadron, right? Their JV team or something. You can just bring that whole group in. They practice all week together. They play second level together, things of that nature. I've taken here in these last couple of weeks watching Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. I like the rotation and just bring in some fresh bodies and mix them in. Some starters with some second or third string guys. I like that because you don't just have your entire second string coming in ice cold, right? Haven't played a thing, and now you're going to go out and play while the other team is still probably keeping their first squad in. I personally think that's a good mode to go. We're seeing some of those guys that can educate that second string a little bit, things of that nature. I kind of like it.
Yeah, ease them in and point things out as they're up at the line of scrimmage there. That education, that teaching there, that leadership that you always like to see from those. Here for Larimore, 1st and goal. Hoffman takes the snap, and it looks like it was a missed snap. I don't quite know what happened there.
It looked like Hoffman just jumped on top of it, Jake. Looks like maybe just, mishandled.
Didn't know if that was supposed to almost be like a direct snap or something, but either way, it's a loss on the play, and going to bring up now a 2nd down and goal. It remains.
Hoffman comes hustling over to the coach, Coach Triplett, here on the sideline, see if he's going to get the play call. And that didn't seem like there was a lot to talk about there, so I'm not sure what was going on, but they got to hustle, get the play in.
Under 2 to play, actually nearing a minute and a half to play in this game. Larimore out of timeouts here, so they'll have to pick up yardage. They want to score. This time they won't as they go to Coulter Thorsel. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage, no gain. A loss of 1. And it'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line.
For all intents and purposes, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page has got the football game in their hand, right? 36-14 with 1:10 to play. However, a score, either way, right? A score for the offense or a touchdown allowed by the defense. It could help set the tone for the next week. I think Larimore has a lot more to gain to put one in the end zone right now, but I guess we'll see with a 3rd down and goal at the 8.
Well, Larimore, it's been a long time since they've got the win, but as you saw, they've made some strides here. Back to pass. Here as Hoffman looks and throwing left side, incomplete. No flags down. He'll bring up a 4th down.
Great blitz right up the gut that time. Hushka come flying in on the quarterback, Hoffman. His pass intended for the target, Colton Moen, and I think it was just underthrown a little bit, needed to rush to throw, but definitely put it in an area that if Moen was ready for it, he maybe could have made a play, but that's saying from my angle here on the far side of the field.
45 seconds remain in this ball game. Sharon-Hope-Page, 45 seconds away from going to 2-0, taking on Tri-State next week at home. Larimore about to fall to 0-2 as they will host Maple Valley Enderlin next week.
We'll encourage you to stick around for our post-game conversations as well on the post-game show as we wrap up here tonight from Lean Field.
We'll have some coaches' conversations, some players as well, and recap the game and some stats for you. Here's a high snap. Hoffman looking to pass, going over the middle. It's intercepted in the end zone. It's going to be brought out of the end zone. On the return, down to the 20, to the 25, on the feet. Still, it's a foot race here to the corner, down to the 50, and still inbound. No, finally coming out. Finally coming out of bounds as Jack Thompson was drug out of bounds across the 50, down to the 43. A roughly 50-yard return on the interception there by Jack Thompson.
That's a great interception, getting down the sideline, finding some space, but of course, ultimately, taking the ball away from Larimore and getting the football back in the hands of the offense to put the knee to the turf is what the Spartans wanted, and keeping them out of the end zone. That's a big defensive play and a nice momentum builder as you head into the next week with a 2-0 record.
And 29 seconds left here. They'll just have to take a kneel as Braden Mitchell will be in. He will put the knee to the turf, and that will let the clock. Actually, no, Zerfus came back in to take the kneel down. But either way, clock will run down here as Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page will take the victory. Officials took a couple extra seconds to spot the ball, help that clock run out. 36-14, the final score on your Steel Seed scoreboard. Stay tuned for our post-game report coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Here's a message from Chad Albert, Steel Seed, working the Spartan territory. Every American farmer works hard. It's a given. At Golden Harvest Seed Company, they believe that seed performance should be a given too. They're rooted in genetics, agronomy, and a service to help you deliver a better performance in each of your fields. Your success is their success. So put Golden Harvest to work for you. Contact Chad Elbert, Steel Seed, 701-866-2972.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
Final score tonight, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page moves to 2-0 with the 36-14 victory over Larimore. Go to our game summary. Larimore started the game with the football, ended up turning the ball over on downs on their first drive. Then Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page comes back. A two-play, 14-second drive. A Owen Zerfus to Zyler Carlson, 52-yard touchdown pitch and catch. Two-point conversion was good for an 8-0 lead. Owen Zerfus kept the scoring going. He threw another touchdown pass to Landon Koenig for 40 yards. He ran a 58-yard touchdown in the first half to lead 22-0 there with that's the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, it would be Larimore getting on the board, 5:47 to go after a couple of big plays through the air. Eric Hoffman to Ryan Sletton for 54 yards on two plays. It would set up an eventual Colton Moan 1-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversions no good, 22-6. That was your halftime score. Second half, Owen Zerfus gets another touchdown, this time a 12-yarder pass to Landon Koenig. 30-6, another touchdown here from Jack Thompson as he punches it in from 15 yards out. 36-6, your score at that point. And then Colton Moen busts three late in the fourth quarter as well to a 23-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion was good. 36-14 is your final score. There's the game summary. We're working on some stats here, and we'll have some coaches and players' comments coming up for you too when we return to your post-game report here from yourliveevent.com.
On the lot at Norman County Implement, new equipment and new trades. Let's talk about this new lineup at Norman County Implement. 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570, 30-inch tracks, 6 remotes. Save $80,000 due to versatile restrictions. I cannot tell you the selling price, but I can tell you you're going to save $80,000 on this 2019 carryover versatile Delta Track 570 at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Talk with Chuck O'Neill and get the details.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises. Have you been thinking about upgrading your planter? Take advantage of up to 10% cash discounts on all precision planting equipment through August 31st. Rebates of up to $200 per row with Delta Force V-Drive and Speed Tube are also available with cash discounts or our financing option. Now is the time to upgrade your planter at the lowest pricing of the season. Stop by for a visit. RDK Enterprises, now open in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. PlanterDoc.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Back on our post-game report here as, hey, Kevin, if you're ready, wave to me right away. We'll go down to you right away. Yep, okay. Kevin Kochman down on the field with some of our players of the game after the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page victory over Larimore here today. 36-14, your final score.
Very good, Jake. Thanks a lot. And Owen Zerf is going to join us right out of the gates. And Owen, tonight here on the road, a different game from last week, right? A great battle once again. Larimore played you tough here tonight. What were some of the challenges that your team had to overcome today?
Just a couple injuries that really hurt, but just, I don't know, just making tackles and not making the bad little plays that cost us touchdowns. Give it to Larimore. They're a great team, and they really showed up. We got, not gonna lie, we were kind of overlooking them, and we learned our lesson now. So
it's a team too that, I mean, you gotta see those type of teams, right? As you go through the season, and they're gonna win some football games.
Oh yeah, they're a very winnable team, and hope the best of luck to them for the rest of the season.
For your team, it looked like in the third quarter, something kind of woke up. Seemed like even the bench got excited midway through the third quarter. Was there a little bit of energy that showed up there?
Just kind of, I went over to the sidelines game. I just kind of said a couple words. I mean, they're not quitting, so we better get out there and show up, else they're gonna win this football game.
You guys now, another week, you're getting a chance to get out and keep playing a football game. Obviously, I was gonna say too, at last interception. It kind of was a big moment in the game. Doesn't it carry over some of that momentum?
I think so, and I'm really looking forward to playing Tri-State. I know they're a great football team. It's going to be a good game. Really looking forward to it.
And you could play at home again, right?
Yeah, I'm excited for that, too.
Enjoy that, Owen. Congrats to you and your boys. Hard-fought game. Good luck next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got it. Owen Zerfus joining us as one of our players in the post game. Let's bring on over Mr. Landon Koenig. We're going to give you this here, too, Landon. Actually, I'll just give you the shirt. All right. Shirt there. I'll hold the mic here. You got the shirt. We're good to go? All right, perfect. Hey, Landon, finding the end zone a couple of times here today. Take me through the scores and what it was like to get your name called on those touchdowns.
Well, it was really nice to get out there, and on the passes, the line got us open. Owen made some really good passes, and we ran the routes well all game.
How about defensively? Because there was at times a lot of energy coming from the defense, and at times it got a little bit sluggish. But when you guys were firing on all cylinders, what was working? To me, I thought the pressure was getting there at times today.
Yeah, definitely the pressure, and the linebackers, when the ends got outside, they really filled those holes well, and they couldn't get a lot of rushing yards. What really killed us was the passing, and when we didn't get pressure, didn't have that energy.
Were you guys expecting a pass attack from them?
We were kind of expecting a mixed, because we saw film, and we saw them run that offense where one side stacked, and we maybe know they run some counters maybe out of it, and they went strong side a lot, and we were unexpected by the pass.
Well, a game that you learn a lot about yourself here today?
Yeah, we definitely need to work on stuff. We need to get better on both sides of the ball.
Early season, right?
Yep.
But doing that while getting a win's got to feel pretty good still.
Yeah, we need to make a lot of improvements. A lot to build on here.
Well, enjoy it. You got another week to get after it and practice. Was it kind of nice to get back? I say this a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Kind of nice to get back to school, get that routine too?
Yeah, I think it's better because everything's more organized. You have a schedule, so you get a nice sleep schedule too. You're not staying up too late.
Good for you. Go ahead and get your rest this weekend.
Thank you. That's Landon Koenig finding the end zone a couple of times here today. Let's bring in Mr. Line, Mr. Kicker, Hayden Hushka. Hayden, I know your foot's been getting a lot of work here this first couple of games kicking the ball. I did have a bit tongue-in-cheek. Squib kicks, is that a specialty or is that the only thing you got?
I mean, like, we try to kick it a little bit in the middle so we get that, like, pressure on the ball so they don't get the ball down the field. But most of the time, to be honest, it happens on accident.
I was kind of curious. Wanted to see, hey, if you can kick her up in the air, that's great. But physicality-wise tonight, fill me in on how you thought your team performed. And you can be honest.
I mean, in the first half, we got it going and the physicality was there. But, like, towards the second quarter, it started to dwindle a little bit, and that was when we started to struggle. But I feel like in the second half, we figured it out. We got a little bit more energized, and we started hitting harder and got the physicality going again.
Your opponent tonight, Larimore, they brought it. They played really hard.
Yeah, honestly, they played harder than I expected them to. They brought it to us when they had us. But I'm just glad that we got the physicality up and we matched them.
Right, and for your guys, a little adversity is a good thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, adversity is great.
So you get a next week to prepare. Tri-State, another opponent. Kind of the uniqueness there with Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota represented. They're going to play 9-man football. They're going to show up no matter what. Looking forward to that opportunity?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a great game next week. We just got to keep going and keep the focus on the game next week.
What's it mean to you to protect home turf, so to speak?
That's where we put it on the line. That's where we put our heart and soul in front of our quarterback and in front of our teammates.
Hayden, good luck to you and your team, and congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
You got it. Is Hayden Hushka for the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. Spartans victorious here today, and we're going to talk to a very energetic Cody Reamer who played real hard here tonight. Cody, for you, I know you're going to play both sides. You're going to play special teams. When Jacobson goes down, I know you're called on a little bit differently. Talk about that, kind of answering that bell when it's being rung at you.
You know, it's I'm not quite sure. I mean, Blakey cramps a lot, so I'm getting used to it now and again. But I think I handled the pressure quite well.
I know you brought a lot of energy, brought a lot of physicality tonight. Is that part of the game that you enjoy?
I mean, yeah, I love this game. I love the physicality. It's just I love to hit people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, that might sound bad. I love to hit people in a clean way, and I love the sport with everything that I got. So
you look like you do when you're playing the game, and it's fun to watch. That energy comes out of you, and it's we're able to see that and participate that in the broadcast. You're not afraid of physicality. Sometimes you and your teammates look to make contact as a running back.
Yeah, I mean that's just something I was always told as a freshman. You can't be afraid no matter how big they are. You gotta give it your heart, give it your all.
At times today, you guys had all that, and there's at times it maybe slacked a little bit. Learned some lessons today?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can't be slacking out here. It's just we slowed down in the second half. We got to get our stuff together. Just getting confused, and I think we did better towards the end of the third quarter.
Yep.
It's just
no doubt. All of a sudden there was something, a little light bulb that clicked. But 2 weeks in, 2 wins, got to feel good about that.
It feels pretty good. In the past years, we've been losing a lot, and we're tired of it. We're sick of it. And last year we won that, made it all the way to the semifinals, and it hurt to lose, but going on 11-1, it feels pretty good. So we're out here to win.
To you and your teammates, congrats on the win. Good luck as you get ready next week.
Thank you.
You got it. That is Cody Reamer joining us as well. Another one of the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page stars here tonight. Under the lights in Larimore, picking up a road victory.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. We'll watch you to grab Coach, too. Just double check with you real quick. Did we name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game there?
Oh, absolutely. Bringing the energy, Jake, both sides of the field, was Landon Koenig of the Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page Spartans. A couple of touchdowns, and the big target came up big again, both offensively and defensively for the Spartans. And I'm actually going to track down Coach right now. Works.
Yeah,
we can go right ahead and get.
Well, hey, give me 30 seconds here to remind everyone that the Enbridge Line 3 replacement project, it's going to create thousands of family-supported jobs. It's a $2.6 billion private investment in Minnesota, when it will be an economic boost and bring extra county tax dollars revenue for years to come, a secure and steady supply of North America to fuel Minnesota's quality of life. Enbridge is focused on safety and ready to get to work. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. More about the Enbridge Line 3 replacement as they present your Energy Player of the Game. Landon Koenig here tonight for Page. Back down to the sideline, Kevin Kochman with the head coach of the Spartans.
All right, Jake. Larry, I know that tonight you learned something about your squad, I think, at times. They faced some adversity. They maybe learned a lot about themselves throughout the game, too. Just your thoughts and comments on your boys. Ultimately, it's a win, but just talk on this one.
Yeah, we talked about it, and it was an ugly victory. But, hey, hats off to Larimore. They came out and played hard. They took it to us. They hit hard. They were ready to play. We were ready to play. We got up 22-0, then we kind of lost our focus, and then they scored, and then we got it back. And then we lost it again, and then, we got it back towards the end. Next week we're going to look at playing a complete game. We were ready today, and then we just lost our focus. It was an ugly win, but hats off to Larimore, man. They came and played hard. We got an X on our back from last year winning the region championship, and every team is going to play us hard. Every team, and the boys realize that today, and I think they realize that they need to, play a full game and a complete game.
It's tough to win on the road, and Larimore brought it, which is a good thing. And for your guys, I think it was midway through this third quarter, when they got another score on, and defensively made a couple of big stops too, and that really kind of turned the tide there for you in the second half.
Yeah, the kids came out and played hard. I mean, they're a great group of kids and love them a lot, and they were playing for some pride, and then we let some of our younger kids play in. They were really, we'll have a lot to do on Monday when we watch film if they gotta get a little better. But they're some of them their first varsity experience, and they got a taste of it when they realize it's not junior high. It's it's big boy football.
I think like the guys probably harken a lot of that same feeling. Just talking to some of the players, they're talking just about how, hey, we have a long way to go, but we were able to find a way.
Yeah, we're happy that we got the victory. I mean, who knows better than 1-1, and yeah, you gotta look at the positives, and we'll get there. No worries.
Couple injuries here tonight. I know that's not any fun to talk about, but a couple.
No, Blakey hurt his shoulder, and I don't know the prognosis. He went and got an X-ray at halftime. And Brooks is a ninth grader with a lot of promise, and I think he's just a bruised knee. He'll be all right. We believe. We don't know, but it's just he twisted it, and I think he'll be.
Well, that's
the trainer said anyway.
Okay, good. Looked like he was having a little bit better time on the sideline anyway. And back home this next week. I know the guys got back into the classroom this week too, so that's actually there was some positive comments about that, coach. Just that routine and a bit of normalcy for him too.
Yeah, like I said, we have great kids, and they just want to be in school, and they're there for each other. They play hard, and I mean, we'll be there. We want to get Blakey back, and we'll play hard for Blake, and hopefully we get some good news. And we'll watch a lot of film. We watch film, and we will be ready, and see what Tri-State's good, and we'll have to be ready to play. I mean, play a full game.
Right, well, Coach, thanks for the time. We appreciate it. Congrats on the victory, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Their coach Larry Fontaine for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page as they pick up the victory over Larimore. Final score 36-14. Well, on our post-game report, it's time now to name our RDK Enterprises Precision Play and Player of the Game. When you're thinking about upgrading your planter, visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsboro and Drayton. Learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises. It's planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com, the website for RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. Precision play here today. Go back to the end of the first quarter. It's 4th and short for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Owen Zerfus on a quarterback keeper. Bus free 58 yards later. He's into the end zone for his first rushing, third of 4 total touchdowns here tonight that he scored, as Owen Zerfus 58 yards in that 4th and short is your RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. In precise, find the cutback lane and getting down the field for the score. Precision, just like the guys at RDK Enterprise. Time now for our final stats. We present those to you here with our post-game report, starting with the Larimore Polar Bears. Rushing attack, it was Colton Moan with 20 carries, finished with 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. Eric Hoffman with a total of 8 carries and 16 yards. Coulter Thorsel with 3 carries for 30 yards. As a team, there were 2 carries for negative 18 yards. That's 33 total carries, 110 yards on the ground for Larimore. Through the air, 2 of 12 passing for Eric Hoffman. He completed 2 passes, both to Ryan Sledden for 54 yards. He also had an interception thrown here today. 2 of 12, 54 yards and a pick. That's 54 plus 110 is 164 yards of total offense. 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, 1 interception. Today they had 7 first downs as a team, 5 penalties totaling 25 yards. Time of possession was 24 minutes, 50 seconds, a very even time of possession in the game here today. Defensively, an interception for Jacob Warnke, and also a pick in the game for Eric Hoffman on defense. Hoffman also had a sack on defense as well. Larimore with 164 yards total offense, 2 turnovers, 7 first downs, 5 penalties, 25 yards. All game. For Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page, Blake Jacobson, 1 carry for 12 yards. Liam Satcham, 2 carries for 6 yards. Caleb Dowes had 1 carry for negative 2 yards. Zyler Carlson leading the rushing there with 13 carries, 93 yards. It was Jack Thompson with 1 carry for 15 yards and a touchdown. Cody Reamer had 5 carries, 15 yards. Braden Mitchell, 1 carry, 10 yards. Owen Zerfus, 5 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown. It was Brooks Braun with 1 carry for 4 yards. Dylan Reamer had 1 carry for negative 4 yards. As a team, there were 2 carries for negative 2 yards. Total of 33 carries, 218 yards on the ground for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. Through the air, Owen Zerfus was 5 of 12 passing for 139 yards, completed 2 passes for 57 yards to Zyler Carlson. 2 passes, also had a touchdown to Carlson as well. 2 passes for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns to Landon Koenig, and 1 pass for 30 yards to Cody Reamer. Also threw 2 interceptions game. 218 on the ground, 139 through the air. That's 357 total offense in the game. It was 3 turnovers in the game, 2 turnovers, both interceptions here for Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page. They had 8 first downs in the ball game. They committed 8 penalties for 60 yards. Time of possession was 23 minutes and seconds. Defensively, it was a interception for Jack Thompson. Also a pair of sacks for Landon Koenig here tonight defensively for the Spartans of Page. 357 yards of total offense, 2 turnovers, 8 first downs, 8 penalty yards in the Page. Spartans move to 2-0. Next week they host Tri-State. There's Larimore falls to 0-2. Next week they host Enderlin. We'll have next week's game with the Spartans for you here on yourliveevent.com. Also bring a pair of volleyball matchups for the Spartans as well. Monday in Cooperstown there, and Tuesday Wimbledon there. They match up there, the Spartans volleyball. Watch it on yourliveevent.com. That will wrap us up here. We thanks to you, the viewer, for tuning in to our broadcast coverage here tonight. Also, thanks as well to all the sponsors that you've seen throughout our coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They allow us to be here with our. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Kevin Kochman, down in the field. Ryan McCullum producing up in the booth with the camera work. And thanks to you guys, I'm Jake Berkmeyer saying again, your final score tonight, Finley-Sharon-Hope-Page wins over Larimore, 36-14, your final score. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, everybody.